And I can press buttons, and sometimes I even press the right buttons. Most of the time, it's not the right buttons. Welcome back, everybody, for another week of Light of Thylea plays Odyssey of the Dragonlords. Now, we are excited, a little nervous, but mostly excited to announce that we will be moving spots. We have been thinking about this for a while. The main reason being, it's so hard to compete with other fantastic streams that are out there. Everything from, Black Dice Society to Critical Role, and our friends who also stream and sometimes rate us, and we rate them, yada, yada, yada. Thursday night slot is hard unless you go real late. And let's be real, I'm getting told for that shit. So, with that in mind, we will be moving to a new time slot, which is going to be Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Mountain. That is on the one and 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Yes, 9 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern is going to be the new one. This won't get into effect until March, and I'm totally not just opening my calendar to figure out exactly when. That would not. Yeah, March 1st would actually be the one. So that means, oh shit, that means that you guys are gonna have like D&D super quick back to back. So you'll have like D&D on the 24th, and then again on the 1st. So hey, at least you guys don't have to wait a full 7 days for D&D. So yeah, we're excited to move to a new day, explore, hopefully slightly less congested with the big time hitters D&D market, just so we can bring these amazing stories to you all. I mean, it's crazy. We are on episode 45, you guys. 45 weeks
How
of
is that
this.
right?
Math.
That doesn't seem right.
I know, but like, math don't lie.
Is this that European time you were talking about?
Yeah, that is the European I was talking about. You got it twice. But no, yeah, we
I
are.
don't know what that means.
We're right around the anniversary of it just means that you do military time, what you guys call military time. But 7 more sessions and we'll be a year's worth of sessions deep. That's crazy. That's really awesome. And this group,
And we're still only level 8.
get out of here.
45 weeks without finding a single spell scroll. Fascinating.
Ooh.
45 more for
45
each time you
weeks,
mention.
and
Actually, I'll only do
Lyra's
5
gone
weeks
through
extra for each time you mention it. You've
3
mentioned it like
character
16
changes.
times. All right.
I should
Like
just-
the pen. That's how you get ink poisoning.
I should just respec into a sorcerer. So,
COVID at me like. All right. All shenanigans aside. There's a serious topic that I felt like needed addressing just because it keeps propping up again and again. And I just wanted to make sure that, prospective players, current players, and people who just watch the show in the future know what we stand for in a very particular context. I founded Polyhedra originally, I'll be honest, just because I wanted to create a community, a friend group for myself. I had some poor experiences with trying to do organized play and other methods, everything from Adventurers League, which is fine, to other online LFGs. But the thing, ever since we started it, was, we vet our players, making sure it's a good fit for both of us. And the thing that I hear again and again from female players is that DMs, I think there was, what's his name, Arcadum? Which one was it? Yeah, there was a whole controversy. He was a big-time D&D streamer. He still streams, but he allegedly, we'll say for legal reasons, I don't have specific proof, but allegedly Arcanum was reaching out to his female players and making sexual advances on them, or at least innuendos, making them uncomfortable in the process.
I like the Freudian slip there. His female prey. Yeah.
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 This is not just a that streamer thing. As we're hiring new DMs, I was contacted by another player that pointed another DM out to me to be on the lookout for, and it's something that I've heard from many people. In fact, at least probably half the female player base that I've spoken with before has mentioned something like that. Yeah, there has been some kind of inappropriate comment, an attempt, a flirt, and generally just what I consider to be an attempted abuse of power. There's some disgusting stuff that I won't even mention, but suffice to say, it's inappropriate. We as Polyhedra don't stand for it. That is important for a couple different reasons. We want to be a safe community, and this is not just like saying the words, this is a safe space, but we have a code of conduct. If people violate that code of conduct, which that is very much an intrinsic violation of that, that person is gone. It's something that I just want to reiterate to the community, to the players, to the DMs. If anyone behaves in that way, that's a no-go. The second that the person makes it clear to you that your advances are unwanted, if they're in jest, cut it out. In the first place, do not advance on these people. Like, I understand sometimes life happens, and who knows, maybe as Valentine's Day is coming around, you know, people will meet each other on polyhedra. That would be amazing. A polyhedra, you know, marriage one day, that would be, I can't even fathom that. Like, that is aside what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say here is that this community has been so prone to victimizing women, frankly, that we take it very seriously. And this could be anyone, right? Like, we don't want to just say women are the only ones who are attempted to be victimized in this, but behavior like this is not okay. If it happens to you, please call it out. Please contact us. We take this stuff seriously. And the people who are alleged to violate this code of conduct and just the unspoken social contract between all of us will be addressed and very likely removed. And I mean, with very likely, you know, the second that we can substantiate that, it's out. And I also want to address the thing that female player had brought up to me was that she was concerned about even bringing it up to me, that I was going to doubt her and, you know, require mountains and mountains of proof that she would have to prove up. As a husband and a father of one girl and another one on the way in the middle of March, I hope that whatever you believe in forbid something happens to them and they have to go to authorities to report that they don't have to bear the burden of proof beyond, you know, any standards that was it Brock Turner, the rapist, you know, out there have to carry. I just want to make that very clear. So I know I took it a little bit on a serious level. Sorry, it's just something that's been eating me up all day and has eaten me up every single time that I heard it from, you know, many of the players in the community. We take this stuff seriously. This is a safe space. You are welcomed. You are heard. Anyways, all right. We're here to have fun, and that is exactly what D&D ought to be and is about. So, previously on Light of Thylea, you guys had watched Yanni have anger management issues breaking. No, I'm just kidding. But maybe a little bit. But you guys had wrapped up things in Themis, where you guys instated a new Medusa into power, killing the previous ones, the sisters of Moxena. Moxena taken power there, as far as you guys were able to tell before you left. However, she did share a sizable diamond with you guys as payment, and furthermore, told you of the location of Hexia, the very cleverly named Island of the Dragon, which you guys now know which constellation is associated with, but still cannot travel to because the Antikythera, the ancient magical device that you guys had been given by Valos, is still missing a component, which resides with Commander Gaius. Now, you have no idea where Gaius is currently located, but you guys did get a different lead from none other than Valis' husband, King Acastus. Now, this is turning into Game of Thrones plot and a lot of people to keep track of. Believe me, I know. But, importantly, King Acastus, who had been bombastic towards you guys in the past, is riding a silver dragon, and at least Valis' hunch told her, tried to send you guys off to your own deaths by recovering the Ultros, seems to have turned a leaf, shown a new side with you guys, invited you to dinner when Valis took Darian, the silent prisoners from Themis, after her mother was attempted to be turned back into flesh from stone, and had her insides hollowed out and died before her daughter's eyes. Of course, the other members of the party had been turned from stone back into flesh as well. That one went a little bit better. At least they didn't have time to get hollowed out and then spatulate over. You know, when you left your last apartment, you kind of just slapped some new... Anyway, as you guys had a very interesting, enjoyable dinner with Acastus, he let you know that there is a quest that you guys could undertake in order to earn some coins, since you guys have been a little cash strapped. Specifically, there was a talk of a manticore that has been attacking shipping routes between the different locations along the Cerulean, and he would like you guys to take care of it. There's 1,000 gold pieces on the line for this, and you guys accept it. However, as you guys paid up to the sailors that you guys had currently been with, whom you guys had sworn an oath with to give 10% of your treasure earnings to, you watched Yanni go full upper management, tore them a new one, and fired them on the spot. Ophelia, you guys' current captain of the ship, was a little bit flabbergasted with a sudden lack. However, of course, offsetting this is the promise by Castus to give you guys 50 troops, soldiers, to help with the assault upon the Manticore. Now, we're picking back up as you guys had just conversed with the sailors. You guys are in a little bit of that, let's just say, tough spot of what are we gonna do next? Before we dive back in, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you guys want to do?
Nope.
I just want to clarify. I was only firing the ringleader, the one who just like wouldn't let it drop.
All the other
He
sailors
took the
left
rest with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was totally no
Wow,
weird
this is
visions
a
that
union
Lyra had
job.
and
Is that what you're
sacrificed
saying?
Brissa.
They're like, you get rid of one of them, they all go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's the important thing that we need to focus on.
Yeah. This road is gonna have to bust some unions.
Hey, me and Lyra can go talk to him. You guys get the ship prepped.
Whatever.
Clean it or something.
We'll go make amends.
I am not going to go clean the ship.
You can come with us, Rodus.
No,
Just go
no,
find
you
other
guys
people
go.
somewhere
I'm
else.
not going to go clean the ship.
We just need people that can pull on oars. We got 50 sailor trained soldiers coming, and we've got the 10 that stuck around. The other 40 just need to be able to pull oars.
And we have 1,000 gold reward that we're working with, and we can split a part of that with them. Don't tell them it's 1,000 gold, though.
We'll just go hire the sailors, right? You know, I think we have enough money for right now that we could probably pay for this initial
Just
trip.
pay up front this time.
Yeah,
oath.
exactly.
Better plan.
Yeah.
You look
Some
concerned,
healing
Estrella.
potions? I look what?
You look concerned.
I am concerned. I watched you die. I'm
Yeah.
terrified. I don't want that to ever happen again to you, to anyone.
Well, how can we be more protected?
That's a
next time?
fair concern.
Thank you, Lyra. Perhaps healing potions? Do you think there's someone here you could buy them from?
What is owl folks' name?
Oh, it's something with an A. Hold on.
A guy.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
healing potions would definitely help if we're suffering an ambush like last time.
I was
Hey.
just there. Do we know if she has healing potions?
Yeah, she has a few for sale.
Hey, Ro, have you ever thought about wearing armor?
Didn't out of character, didn't we just get that thing that increases my constitution by 3, or did we have to
Except
get
it
rid of
only
We
works
gave it to
for
Kasaria.
Kasaria.
Sorry,
Because it only works for Kasaria.
Because
Yeah,
David is a
special.
tease.
I get it.
I mean, I've showed my titties a couple of times. Just show your titties, y'all.
No.
Ring 2, wasn't there? A plus constitution ring, or was that?
No.
Constitution.
No, it was the amulet.
Is
The
there
rings
one?
were
Okay.
just worth money, so we sold them.
But now I have a +4 to Constitution save, so I should not turn
Yeah.
to stone again.
So Kasaria will stay alive, which is good because Kasaria keeps the rest of us alive.
No, there's nothing wrong with Kasaria having it.
Sure. I'm sure
For
there's
sure.
some armor I could find. Maybe.
Just, a good old breastplate or something.
Yeah, well, Lyra and Brissa can go convince us some sailors, and we'll head over to Agalia's and see what their potion and magical armor selection is.
You want me to come with?
For sure.
Okay.
Tell her I sent you. Maybe she has like a if you give me business, I'll
she-
give you a discount kind of thing.
She knows I know you, so she knows I'm with you because we were
Oh
in there
right, you
together
were
the
there
first
last time. Yeah.
Yep.
And I bought you a hat, and I still have never seen you use it, but it's cool.
We'll make sure
I
you
wear
get
it all the
full bonus.
time.
Alrighty. Who wants to go first?
Also, what's Estrella thinking about doing? Do we want to follow like either one of these, or do we want to go get into our own kind of trouble?
That is tempting. Does anyone know anything about this beast that we're going to fight, kill?
That could help. I don't think I know anything about manticores.
I've heard about them.
Maybe if we know a bit about how to fight it, we can make a plan.
Wait, was it a manticore?
I fought all kinds.
Chimera.
Chimera. I was like, shit.
Oh yeah.
I fought all.
I mean, the Academy may know something. Would they not, Yanni?
Probably. They probably have books on it.
Do we want to go to the Academy, Estrella?
I think so.
Okay.
Alrighty. As you guys then split off, Yanni and Roro go on a shopping spree. Brissa and Lyra try to sweet talk some salty sailors, and Estrella and Casaria are going off to try to research the beasties of the wilds. I'll just roll for it and see who we're gonna go with first. Boop boop boop. Alrighty, Yanni and Rodis. You guys walk back towards the Ahura and find the shop belonging to the owl folk. You walk in there and bring, bring, bring. You hear the little bell ring, the long room. You see that most of the pedestals are actually currently empty as you look at the selection. You see the kindly, kind of skinny looking owl kind of step around. Woo! Welcome. How can I help you?
Hi, Agalia. I guess we're looking for what? Two things, right, Ro?
We need some potions to
That
help us stay alive.
Uh-huh.
So anything we have, some of our party members very concerned. I died, and
Ooh.
undesirable outcome.
Mhm.
But I'm back now. And
He shook it off.
Yeah, better than ever. And so we'd like to avoid that. And also, if there was any sort of other non-imbibable solutions to not dying, it's like something I could potentially wear on my body.
He means armor.
Oh,
If that wasn't clear.
You should.
Do I mean armor? Because I really don't want to get rid of my own armor defense field.
Well, I mean,
No,
just
I get
until
what
you
mean.
get
I'm
better
just
con.
joking. I'm just joking around.
She goes, oh, well, as far as magical armor goes, I don't have any of that, but I do have very, very potent imbibements that would make you feel better about yourself when you are in a tough spot.
Okay.
I don't necessarily want to feel better about myself.
Oh, we have that kind too, though you usually need to have a prescription from a cleric.
I see.
Or you just need to know somebody in the alley out back.
I expect he shows us like a sample. You said his shelves are like sort of bare.
Yeah, sheep.
Oh, sheep. Sorry.
You look around, and yeah, there's not a whole lot going on here. You can see mostly it's plants. You do see like some selection of magical items across here. Go ahead and roll me a D100, bro.
D100. 86.
Wow.
You see some
could be good or
magically
bad.
enchanted weapons, and you kind of turn. You do the thing that when you're in, at like Banana Republic or like an upscale store, you kind of look and you kind of turn over the thing. It's like this beautiful curved scimitar that has all of these amazing draconic runes across it, shining with a little blue light as you turn over the thing. 2,500 gold. You're like,
The price tag back into the pocket.
Yep. It was like, no. I look around as has already pulled out what looks like a little like a 6-pack of potion bottles. You can see the swirling red and silvery liquid inside of it, kind of like scintillating back and forth. If you are looking for traditional for healing potions of healing, I have a 6-pack. You'd be interested?
Does this get us some kind of a bulk discount?
For you, Light of Thylea, of course. How about we say you buy 5, you get the 6 free, huh?
That sounds fair.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
You know, Rose got a 6-pack too. Look at it right here.
Ah, a 6-pack for a 6-pack.
And so what would the total be?
250 gold.
Oh! I think we might have to come back for this.
Hold on, let me see what I got. Yeah, no, I don't have that much on me.
Well,
Who has all our money?
We did not plan accordingly.
Nope, you guys did not.
I have 20. No, we didn't. That was silly of us. Sorry.
Oh, that's
I have
okay.
21 gold.
Hmm. Well,
We'll go. Okay, so here's 50 gold. Hold them for us. We'll be back later with the rest of the money. Okay?
oh, keep your gold just in case. I will hold it for. How long do you need it?
Just until later today when we can meet back up with our friends and figure out who kept all our money.
I know you are good for it. And please tell Lyra hi, friend.
I will.
Thanks, Agalia.
Thank you.
Run out the door.
Oh, hey, do you know somewhere where we might be able to find some armor for Ro?
Well, there are many forges and armorers along the Ahura.
Anyone you can recommend?
Hmm.
Anybody you have a good working relationship with?
I don't. She kind of pulls at the very loose toga and clothing that she has. I don't. Armor just feels restricting to me, you know.
I wasn't sure if maybe you enchanted some armor for some of the smiths or something.
We have done that in the past, but usually not with the armorers. I wait for the people to come into the shop.
Gotcha.
Plus, it is
Okay.
really hard to get all of that grime and dust out of my feathers, and I really don't want to have to spend hours and hours cleaning it. I mean, I do, of course. Nobody looks, without a
Oh, yeah.
little bit of work. But
Only boutique enchantments here. Let's see.
welcome to the boutique.
Ha! Ha! I like it. Clever.
Oh.
All right, we'll be back.
She just waves at you as you guys walk back out of the door.
We're boneheads. Okay. All right.
I have a feeling, Yanni, that if we can't afford these potions, that we can't afford a breastplate either. So maybe.
So
we
I was
should-
thinking about that. It's too bad we can't get to Astoria quickly because I'm willing to bet your dad would just give you one.
I'm sure that all kinds of treasures in that, in his manor.
I mean, you are one of his generals after all. You should have an Astorian breastplate,
One of
just as a
Pika's
symbol of
generals.
office.
That's true. An official Astorian breastplate.
I mean, there's another breastplate that you guys have.
There is.
Is it
The one I'm wearing.
As I say, I thought everything we had was claimed.
It was.
Well, let's not worry about it for now. Let's sync back up with Lyra and Brisson.
You guys also remember Vulcan told you guys that he can construct anything that you guys want. You guys just have to bring him raw materials. And that if you guys find fancy materials that you guys can talk to him about, you might even be able to create more amazing things.
And he's at the mine still, right?
Mhm.
He's like staying there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still not right next door.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right. As we turn away from Yanni and Rhodas and back over towards Estrella and Casaria, as you two are just kind of like, I don't know why suddenly Grease Lightning just like up to the academy, but you guys walk to the academy itself. Again, there's all of these fucking toga nerds. Just kidding. You see all of these studious acolytes and academically inclined folk walking around reading off of tablets and scrolls, scribbling things on the side. As you guys walk back to the same librarian that Yanni had dealt with before. Yes, how may I help you?
We were looking to inquire into whether or not you had a bestiary or any information on chimeras.
We do have a bestiary, yes, of course. What is this in regards to?
Like I said, we're looking for information on a chimera.
Are you with the academy?
Are you all familiar with Yanni?
The leader of the Light of Thylea, of course, yes.
Leader? I'm gonna give Estrella a side eye right quick.
There.
But
Correct.
Oh,
We're going to go fight a monster.
Chimera then, yes. I mean, usually it should really just be academy members who have access to the library.
what must we do to become members?
Well, are you arcanically inclined?
I'll cast Produce Flame and just make a flame appear in my hand.
Oh, no, not in the library, please. No. It's simple yes or no. Yes or no. Oh, please, these are very sensitive scrolls. You can't do this here. Okay. I tell you what. This is official Light of Thylea business.
It is.
Right, do you have proof by them, or did Yanni maybe give you a writ or something? You know, I mean, no offense, but, you know, two nice
Hey,
people.
Justin, don't forget you spent some time with Archimedes, the head of one of the heads of the academy back at the games, so he
Yeah.
knows you.
So I just
Oh yeah.
you know,
I just
this,
didn't know his name.
you're outsiders, and we're just very sensitive about these texts. Some of them are
Well,
first and only editions.
maybe you could read it, and we could ask you questions, and then you could tell us. And then we're not reading it.
Oh, that is a lot of work. I am incredibly busy copying scrolls currently. It is actually one of the many ways that the Academy raises its funds. Listen,
Well-
what are your names?
Casaria.
Estrella.
Archimedes is familiar with me. Is Archimedes around?
All right. Estrella and Asaria. All right, I will let him know that you are here.
Please do.
As the little mousy librarian walks.
Asaria, I love it. I have a 12-year-old, by the way.
Just for you, Justin. As you you watch the little mousy librarian walk off, you guys kind of stand around for 10 minutes, looking kind of annoyed. Both of you guys have stupendously high perceptions. Both of you, go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Justin, you sound great. You sound like amazing.
Oh, I mean, I kicked my couch person out, so I don't have anything going on in the background.
Location.
Actors, there we go. I mean, I shouldn't be falling asleep either this time around because I'm actually like in the living room because I can be.
More count people.
We'll hold you
Perception.
accountable to
Oh,
that.
hell no.
Oh man!
Hell no.
9 to 10.
All right.
I got a 13.
You guys look around as you guys are kind of just bored looking at stuff, kind of looking over books. You kind of see an interesting section that raises both of you guys' eyebrows. It's like romance. You're like, oh, interesting. As you see that there's the scroll called Tusk Love, you're like, huh, interesting. And you kind of start like peering over some of the lines of that one. But no,
Tale as old as time.
Copyright.
it's probably copyright.
You're gonna
But
get sued.
as you guys make your way through the rest of the library, after 10 or so minutes, the little mousy librarian does come. Yes, Lady Castrella and Asaria, please follow me. As they kind of like waddle ahead of you guys. You ultimately are led into Archimedes' office as he goes, welcome back, Casaria. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, but it's actually Asaria. He kind of gives the librarian a look, and that looks over towards you, Casaria. I am pretty sure it is Kesaria. He goes,
Thank you.
oh no. And then just like gets beat red and then just rushes out of the room. Like, welcome back to the academy. What can I do for you two?
We're looking for information, any information you might have on a chimera.
Chimera? Well, would you be hunting such a monstrosity as that? I assume that is what you're doing, yes?
Yeah. Castus is sending us out on a mission.
So in service of Mitros, too. It is very good of you. Thank you. Chimera. Well, let me make a roll. Sorry, to see what you would know offhand.
A what?
Don't worry about it. It's a game. It's a game.
He's breaking the fourth wall.
He's just playing
The
dice.
acolytes have been
Nice.
inventing this new game. You take these bone dice and you roll them, and it determines. I find it very deterministic. Anyways. So
Sounds like fun.
I am not too familiar with chimeras. I do know that they and manticores are related in a way, but if you would want, I could show you the section of the library that deals with them, and you can do research. Yes.
Yeah, if you'll allow us to do so. Unlike your senile friend there.
Forgive them. Their skills lie in the books, not in the people.
Could you coax them into using their skills for us? They were a little resistant.
Make me a persuasion check, Asaria.
Oh, I'm bad at those. I think. No, character sheet, damn it. I got a 5.
He goes, well, you can always, of course, pay for one of the acolytes to do research with you. This would be 50 gold pieces, of course, since that would take away from scribing time. Hope you understand.
Do you get paper as part of your? Obviously, you must get paper from
if
somewhere.
you pay the fee, of course, yes.
No, but I just meant the monster that we're fighting has been preying on the shipping industry, so it would probably make paper cheaper if we kill it, and we could kill it better if you let us read the book.
You are a shrewd businesswoman, I have to say. But I'm also fairly certain that the Castus will probably give you a fee if you slay this beast, yes? Then you can buy all the parchment you want. I apologize, the Academy is not... We are a for-profit organization, though we work with the city.
I didn't mean cheaper for me, I mean for you.
Oh, certainly. I think I'm following the logical argument you're trying to make, because it will be cheaper. That means ultimately we should invest. I don't want to be the dick librarian boss. Go to someone and say, hey, you're working on something. No, don't do this. Don't earn your gold for this day, and instead do something else. So I will help you and hopefully cut down the time that you will have to spend within the library. You can do the research yourself. You will have access to the best knowledge in all of Thylea. Hopefully you'll be able to garner what you can. It's the best I can do. Sorry.
That's
You're letting us go further than they were.
Would you prefer oolong tea or maybe just green tea? What can I bring to you? Wine?
I don't know about all that.
Please follow me.
I could go for green tea.
Alrighty, as you guys follow him into a deeper part of the library, Tyler, thank you for the gift. As you guys start looking through, he shows you guys 4 large sections that all have something to do with, the bestiary, kind of like in general. There's another one that kind of deals with myths and legends. There's another one that deals with beasts of the gods, etc., etc., etc. Right? As you guys kind of go through and like, oh man, you guys sit down with your tea. There's a carafe of wine as well. You guys just start delving. Both of you guys go ahead and make me an investigation check with advantage, since you guys are in arguably the best place of knowledge within all of Thylea.
Nice.
Hmm.
The Academy.
You said insight?
The Academy.
No. Investigation.
Oh, investigation. Okay.
Nice try, though. I do respect that hustle.
Is it control or is it alt for
Alt.
advantage? I forget.
Alt.
Okay.
Alrighty. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that Estrella was locked away so very much in her childhood, reading over books, imagining things, rolling bone dice, and having that determine the futures of these characters she was starting to make up. But, Casaria, you get bored.
I've read Tusk Love a few times, actually.
The scrolls
I'm
are
just
super
gonna-
worn.
I'm gonna say with that roll that instead of reaching for my tea, I accidentally drank the wine.
Accidentally. As Casaria gets a little bit sloshy, mid-afternoon
I'm
brunch.
pretty sure a chimera had. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no. Like she's spilling a little bit of wine on the books and stuff. Like she's sloshing around, and she's just like, Estrella, I'm not finding shit.
With a 19, let me check my notes. Okay. So degrees of success. And the baseline, what you find out is that chimeras are actually not a very common sight, but not a completely unknown sight across Thylea either. They, from time to time, establish lairs for themselves, and very much act like many other legendary beasts and monsters that, prey on the civilized folk, and Fae even, and, over time, make that their thing that they, terrorize the folk with. Now, a chimera traditionally is an amalgamation of multiple different creatures. They sometimes have dragon heads, sometimes have boar heads, sometimes have ram heads, sometimes have lion heads. It is absolutely terrifying to run across them because, and kind of going up in there, as you kind of read through there, and Casaria's just getting sloshed, singing like some kind of a drinking song over on the side, you are reading a passage about them being able to breathe fire like a dragon. You go further down, you see different kind of descriptions that, the wizards of the ships, the Chirems that are going through the cerulean, try to throw spells up at the creature that were rebuffed and reflected back onto them. That their magical nature almost makes them untouchable, which is something that many a crafter have sought after. For that ability, that reflectiveness is something that arguably would be extremely helpful for someone to have. And then you see that it just kind of gets crazy. Nobody knows where chimeras come from. And with a 19 and trying to kind of hurry through that, that's kind of where your research ends. As you kind of go over it and you're like, okay, this is stuff that I can work with, I think. These things can fly. They have fiery breath, almost like a dragon. And magic seems to be having a hard time sticking to them. Nice research.
That is a bad combo.
Does it seem to give any kind of indication of what types of magic are reflected?
The accounts varied. You heard about different kinds, trying to magically put it to sleep, trying to burn it from the sky, trying to bind it down and make it crash into the like a rocky crag. All were rebuffed.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Well,
it
that's
doesn't happen.
helpful.
It doesn't happen to say anything about poison or acid or cold or anything like that.
It doesn't. Yeah, that's the thing, because the run-ins were so few where people actually survived. The few accounts were from dedicated monster hunters, people like bestiaries who try to capture chimeras to bring them to the gladiatorial pits, for example. People who are very good at what they did, but they even did not succeed. So the details on that are unknown.
Okay.
With that, as sorry, you're kind of getting more and more sloshy with your wine on the side. The little mousy librarian just come by. It's like, please be careful with that wine around. but also I just, I'm sorry for calling you behind. I, it was a mistake. I'm so sorry. And then just kind of little sandals carrying them away from you.
I like
And
him.
I'm just gonna shout, "As you should be," and toss an empty carrot after them.
Okay, I think it's time to go.
The clay shatters. Alrighty. That will have taken some time, which then we're gonna switch to Brissa and Lyra. As you guys make your way back towards Stygian Row, where many of the bars for the sailors and the brothels and the like are set up. Where do you guys go?
That's a great question.
You know that
I mean,
you know that many a sailor frequents the satyr's third
Siren's
leg.
Roost?
Mhm.
Oh, damn it. Damn it.
I mean,
Not
let's
the
get
good
to the
one.
satyrs third leg.
I hate it there.
It'll be okay.
All right. You walk back into this bar, and it is as grimy and sticky and unwashed in many places as you guys remember. You see that there's not a whole lot going on currently, though there are many a sailor, probably a good dozen or so from the ones that left you guys' ship. You recognize them. Not the pack leader that you guys had seen before, but you see the giant, the Goliath that you guys had fought, kind of cleaning some dishes off in the distance as you see beautiful nymphs, very scantily clad, kind of walking behind the bars, kind of putting out some drinks, both male and female, and everything in between. As you know, how do you guys approach the sailors?
As we just go up and start talking to them, and we'll just apologize.
But what, do we say, like, Yanni was going through it? Do we say, like, something bad happened?
I mean, he just got turned to stone. They know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
All right, let's do this. All right, so Bristol will just like walk up over there, and making sure Lyra's was with her, obviously.
Alrighty.
I just leave. No.
Thanks. What do you say?
Bristol will just like, is there like an empty seat at the table?
Sure, yeah. We'll say one of the larger groups is like 5 individuals are currently drinking, kind of laughing to each other. As you guys walk up there, you see these brutes kind of stop and just turn and look up towards you.
Bristol will just sit down in the chair next to him and be like, all right, guys, listen. I apologize for Yanni's behavior earlier. I mean, you guys were there. He was a statue, and I don't imagine, like, can you imagine like getting turned into a statue? Like, I imagine how much like he must itch afterwards. Like, I mean, I can't even imagine. Like, I mean, if you got like an itch, like right when you crazy. Regardless,
Was it
Probably
each
cramps
his
everywhere.
asshole?
Probably.
He certainly acted like a hemorrhoid.
I mean, that'd be crazy if you like had a hemorrhoid and it was a statue and you still felt like. Can you feel as a statue? I mean, this is, I don't know, but
No.
you never know. Imagine.
Never know.
Yeah.
Meta
But,
pigeon just gets whacked in the face.
Overall,
well-
we just want to say sorry for his behavior, and from now on, we're just going to pay you guys up front for the voyages that we want to do, and I think that is more than fair. And we won't have to worry about divvying out and anything like that. You just get paid up front, and we'll move on with our lives. So now we do still need 40 of you to come along. So. It will be a 6-day voyage. We're going to go to an island, and then you guys can stay safely on the ship. And then we're going to go off the island and kill a giant beast, and it will be crazy and heroic. And then you guys get to come home, and you guys get to be part of the celebration, right? You guys get to be part of the celebration that that slayed a giant mythical beast,
And you get money.
and you get paid up front.
How much?
So right now I have, for 40 we were gonna do, I don't know, it was at like 200 that we calculated before, I think.
Well, we paid him. What was it? 300 for.
Right.
I assume that included going to
It was like
the
8
10 that's
days.
stuck behind,
7,
right?
8 days.
Right, but that was also 90 soldiers compared to 40.
Right. So I would just
Half that.
Well, I would just say like 2 gold, 3 gold apiece.
I will for that voyage. I will give you 2 gold apiece, so 80 gold total.
You are going to fight the beast. What are you fighting?
Yes. Lyra, what was it again?
It was a chimera.
It's going to be awesome. I mean, you have seen my dragon, right? So my dragon versus chimera. I put my money on the dragon.
Hopefully we don't die.
If it is the one you're speaking of, is a cerulean chimera. It has been well known now to have sunken many ships. We'd be putting our lives on the line for you for 2 gold pieces.
Well, no, the ship won't get close.
Yeah,
we'll
the ship won't get close.
The ship is just getting us to the island. Then we're going on the island. You guys won't even be near the chimera.
But the chimera will come near to us, huh?
But we'll stop it first.
Wow.
Think about it.
We're the
this way.
light of Thylea. We're gonna kill it.
How many of your friends have died from this chimera?
You look, as they kind of look towards each other, some of them do cast their eyes down. Many have died to it, yes.
Well, then give us the chance to kill it for you.
Can I flag down the barkeep and how many people are at the table? I don't remember what you said.
Including you guys 7.
Okay. I'll just be like, can we get a round for the table?
What are you looking for? Historian
What?
red or more Metrosian mild?
I just look at the men at the table and just gesture to them.
Your oldest Estrosian.
I don't drink. You can skip me. Just
As he kind of bows down, walks off, comes back. 10 gold pieces, please. What's in front of you guys?
Yeah, I got it. On my own, I give it to him.
As he bows towards you and walks off. So you do mean business. Starts pouring out the wine for all of you guys. Pours one for Brissa as well. Sets it in front of you. No.
I take Brissa's.
Damn.
double fisting.
Brissa, make me a persuasion check
Right?
with advantage.
Lyra 40 hands over here.
More like Lara,
It's
4
how I
ounce.
That's how I keep so calm and composed.
You do
That's my
realize
secret.
that we're offering them 2 gold for this voyage, and you just bought them 2 gold drinks, right?
Yeah. No, I know. This is how you fix a mistake.
It wasn't a mistake. I did it on purpose.
See, we kind of agreed that nobody was going to sail the lights again after your little diva trip. But I see that you know what is best for you. You get into a storm or need to row away quickly, respond to commands efficiently. You need good sailors, so 10 gold pieces each.
Walk away.
All right, we can do about 300 total, but we can do 200 now, 100 when we get back.
You kind of look at each other.
And we'll be sure to hire you again for our next voyage priority.
Kind of look at each other. 800 gold. 200 now, 100 when we get back.
Yes.
Holds out his beefy hand. Very well.
Bristol will shake it.
You kind of shake and it's like a kind of a little bit, sinewy and small, but definitely you can feel there's kind of some fatty tissue padding the solid, strained muscle underneath the forearm as he then holds out his other hand.
I mean, I have 190. I'll give it to you on the ship. Bring your men to the ship, and then when we set sail, I will give it to you.
When are you leaving?
We have some friends doing some research, but I hope to aim later today. So because we have to get started on this journey.
A lot of these sailors are just getting their fun in. I can have them to your ship by sunset, yes?
Sunset sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Pleasure doing business with you.
All right. It was a pleasure doing business with you as well.
300 chippy.
I have 190, so I'll pay for majority of it. I just need 10.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you guys make your way back towards the ship, you guys are probably the first ones who are back there. Yanni and Rotus appear maybe like half an hour or so later. And then by about noon, Casaria, visibly inebriated and kind of zonking out a little bit, being helped by Estrella, comes back to the ship. You guys still have the rest of the the half of the day until evening time left until the sailors presumably get back. By the way, as you guys were gone, the soldiers had made their way to the ship. Ophelia is kind of showing them around as she speaks to you guys. She goes, "All right, so they're good, strong men and women. That is good. Many of them have some basic understanding of ships, so well, there is that."
We
Could be
found that
okay.
we found the other 40 as well, so that they'll be coming at sunset to set sail.
You were able to do that.
We were.
All right.
We're pretty good talkers when we have to be.
You swore another oath, didn't you?
I did
Nope,
not.
We just
No.
bought
I
them
swear.
alcohol.
It helps
Ah.
when you pay them.
Yeah, so we paid up front this time. So I do need 10 gold from from someone. And then it's 200 for the first leg of the journey, and then 100 once we return. So.
I'll offer up 10 gold of my own. I'll take it out right now.
All right. So,
Right,
yeah,
So,
and then,
so we had a little snag with our shopping trip. I thought Ro had the money. I guess Ro thought I had the money. We didn't have the money. So the healing potions are going to be like 450 gold.
I don't have that. The paying for these sailors is going to clear me out.
Oh, 250?
250? Oh, I thought you said
250.
452.
I could've
heard
sworn you
400.
said
No, it's
450.
250. If I said 450, I am so sorry.
I thought maybe
definitely
they were
heard
like
450,
big
and I
healing
thought you were
potions or
just-
something.
I thought you were price gouging us, to be
Nope.
honest.
He actually gave you a genuine discount.
Thought it was like buy 5 get 6 free, but they're 150 gold a piece or some shit.
Buy 5, get the 6 for 100,000% up markup.
Chat said you
And-
said 452.
We also
God damn
realized
it.
we probably.
See, math. Johnny is right. Math is black.
10 gold, and I will give that to Brisa.
The Rotus already gave it to me, but I appreciate it. You keep it and buy something nice for yourself.
I'm gonna open up my coin purse and it's just gonna go,
So
and I'm gonna just like start drunkenly laughing at my own misfortune.
I've got 119 gold. If I counted this right.
I don't have any after I have to pay these sailors.
I
Got about 11 here left, but
have 5 gold.
I've got
someone who really likes
42
to sell
silver.
Why do
That's
we have no
bad news.
money?
I
Well,
love
we're
this.
about to go get
Because-
some money. We're about to go
1,000 gold.
slay a chimera, take
Yeah.
its hoard, and then get 1,000 gold. It's going to be amazing, and then we're going to be rich afterwards, and then this will be a moot point.
This is the
Had
Falcon
money
and the
and
Winter
then-
Soldier level discussion of like, how poor are heroes actually behind the scenes?
I'm still with the
Okay,
that maybe we
so-
should just kind of go like
We don't
Like
have
you're
any
saying.
spare armor for Ro laying around, do we?
Oh, I have some armor. I'll pull out, and I think it's only like 14 AC armor, but it's
That's
you know.
That's
I know
2
it-
better
I-
than he's got right now.
Better than what I have.
Oh, really? I thought you had.
He's got a +2 from con, so 14 gives him 2 points. As long as it's medium.
It is ring mail, so
Oh no, that's heavy. He
heavy.
can't even wear it.
Yeah. Here you go, Rodus, and I'll just hand him the heavy armor. I wear this all the time. You can't wear it.
Doesn't fit right.
Oh, yeah.
Great on you.
You need a really strong core. It's
That's
I
what it
understand.
is. Yeah, that's definitely.
More the upper body, right?
Well,
More
I mean,
I'm all legs.
mobility is a big part of his shtick. So,
All legs.
you know.
Just legs.
If we after we pay these sailors, I expect we won't have enough to go grab those potions.
No.
Doesn't sound like
Very
it.
well.
Oh man, we're bad at this.
I mean,
We
we
might
just
have
have
enough
to-
to find you some armor still. It wouldn't be as good, but we might be able to find something. I'm thinking like scale mail, which is a base 14.
Rodus is going rule of cool, you know? He's
Okey
gonna
doke.
die again. So I'm not too
Hell yeah.
Rule of Toad
Hell
School.
yeah. And we have nothing to bring him back. Wait, no, just kidding. We have diamond
We
stuff
do.
still.
We have
Just
diamond
kidding,
stuff.
just kidding, just
What?
kidding. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
one
yeah.
of us, so
Oh,
Only one.
which, I mean, how much did we have left? In diamond dust?
said it was like 500-ish, or no, it was more than that, right?
You guys used 2 charges essentially
used
worth of.
3.
So we have
because we
Oh yeah, that's
we
right.
tried to
3,
get
3,
Mama
3.
back.
Mhm.
we have 700 left.
Yeah, 700.
That sounds
so
right.
that's 2 revivifies.
Or I'm sure Agalia would be up for a trade. I'm sure she needs diamond dust.
idea.
She's the one who broke it down for us, I think.
But then we're down to 1 revivify.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess we could throw some cash in.
I can
Well, if
make,
we have healing potions, hopefully no one will die.
I can make berries on our journey there. That if you eat them, it will give you a bit of health, a very small bit, like 1. If I had to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, like 1,
Like what?
just for reference.
Spray is good
Oh.
for 1.
Right, right,
So it
right.
wouldn't help you to eat just 1, but maybe if you shove the whole handful of them in your mouth. Again, I've never tried it, so I don't really know how helpful
Shit
that is.
yourself.
In my drunken stupor, I'm gonna slam a fist down and be like, then what am I here for?
That's true. That's true. That's true.
I mean, does anyone else, want to get married? We can just, marry some more people off, for fortunes.
I mean, maybe someday if I meet the right girl
Oh.
or boy,
Not
whatever.
everyone is as desirable as me, okay?
I
Not
see where
everyone
you're-
can score
for-
that.
Yeah,
deal.
I thought the other cheese too for a second. 100%.
Oh wait, what? What were you?
No,
Honestly,
nothing.
Brissa, I thought you were telling us to maybe open a wedding registry and have a bridal shower and get people to give us money. I did not know where you were going with that.
No, I was just making fun of Rhoda, saying that, if anyone else wants to get married, right, they can do it for money, like arranged marriage type thing. It's. Yeah.
Do you think Rodus dying broke that?
I don't think so, because he came right back.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Right.
I mean, if he died, it would totally break it, because he'd be dead. But he's still.
You never know. People are weird.
Here's what we learned. It might help us make these decisions. It is a monster that breathes fire, like a dragon. Spells do not affect it, so it's not affected by magic. In fact, I think what he said was reflects back, so I'm not sure if it, like, if you cast a spell on it, it will hurt you. Not sure. Didn't get clarification there. It
So
can
wait,
fly.
So you're gonna have to
Um,
cast Fist, Rodus.
Well,
Right.
well,
But the
well,
good news is that if we skin it, once we kill it, you can use the skin for armor.
Oh,
There we go.
That would be awesome. Maybe it would be like spell reflecting armor for you, Rotus.
That would still be pretty cool.
I am super down.
I'm just staring at my little chicken arms after hearing Estrella say that magic doesn't work against it.
Right. I have no way to. I have no ranged weapons at all. So
Well,
this is the
keep me
concern.
alive.
I mean, maybe that's what we go do. Maybe we go buy some ranged weapons with the extra money that we do have. Because I don't have any ranged weapons either. So can this thing fly? Can chimeras fly? You know, if it goes up in the air, I'm gonna be totally. Oh yeah, we can fly. So yeah, we should buy some bows. How much is a
Do you-
bow?
You don't think Scylla can like duel it in the air?
I mean, she might be able to. That'd be pretty dope, actually. You know, we should practice those maneuvers.
I could
Myra,
turn
can you
you into
fly?
something, but it probably wouldn't be something that was as effective as you would be on the ground at all, by half. Probably.
I think it makes sense to spend whatever gold we have left on some weapons that we can chuck at this thing when it's out of my reach.
I have a dagger. Just pull out a dagger from somewhere. It's one of those cleavage daggers. Yep.
Yep.
Lyra, do you know how to use a crossbow? Did you ever learn to use a crossbow growing up?
You know, I wasn't really one for weapons, to be honest. So I can really just use really simple, basic stuff. If a crossbow falls under that, I could try.
I could try to dispel magic if it's a magical effect that makes it impervious to magic. Probably not.
If that reflects back at you, does it make you not magic anymore?
That's a great question.
Oh god, oh shit. Just kidding, I never said that. I never said that.
I love this. Please keep it going.
Oh,
Could you do any magic that
now
doesn't
it
do
does.
You know what else I learned about chimeras? You could say one word and they instantly die. Write that one down.
Yeah, it's called power word kill. If you get him there.
I mean,
Well-
can you guys do magic that's like, you know, like not like, you know, fire damage, but to like more like, you know, hit things like, type magic?
I mean,
damaging spells may reflect off of it, but maybe we could manipulate the wind to keep it lower within range.
my Eldritch Blasts technically aren't fire.
Yeah.
They just look real cool.
I don't know if it's fire specifically, but just magic. Or magical effects.
So maybe like damaging stuff, you know, is still perfectly fine, but maybe like it's really strong and, you know, can resist a lot of things on, you know, with magic and stuff. Who knows?
You gonna be a meat shield if one of my spells comes hurtling back at us?
I will try my best to be a meat shield for you, Kasaria. Me and Ro just got the front.
Maybe just someone else. But yeah, that's a good plan. Yeah. But I don't. Rotus is a pretty good meat shield. He did really good against those Medusas.
He's so much more than a meat shield. Give him credit.
I love Rotus, but you gotta admit he's really good at getting beat up.
What if we could summon a creature that Brisa could ride? Wait, can you ride your dragon?
No,
And fight?
you know what? That's really hurtful right now. But yeah, one day. I will.
I'm sorry, I genuinely don't know the answer to that question. I'm not trying to be a dick.
That's what makes it better because you weren't doing it on purpose.
One day I will ride the dragon. Okay, you know it's still growing. It's not quite
Okay,
you know.
but maybe we can summon a creature you could ride, and Rotus could ride, so you will be flying, essentially. Right?
I-
Like on the back of an eagle?
I still
Or
think our
something.
best bet might be to manipulate the winds to keep it low.
I agree.
I feel like kind of overhears you guys talking and goes, I mean, I don't know how you feel about this. And she points on Yanni. But, I mean, in the end, looks like he might be little enough for this one. And, if he is, Maybe build a saddle or something for your dragon, huh?
I mean, I'm pretty good with a bow. I don't know that there's much value in putting me up on the back of a dragon. Oh, I know a spell that could make Barissa small enough to ride her dragon
There you
Oh,
go.
that's
for about a minute.
I mean, that's all we need to, generally to kill things.
Right, we're pretty quick.
Yeah.
Does it
yeah.
affect her strength?
Oh yeah, it does make me weak.
Barissa's our heavy hitter.
Oh, the
Oh.
insults.
Right in front
You
of
would
her.
have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And you do 1d4 less damage with your weapons.
Oh yeah, that does sound painful.
Or I can use it in reverse to make somebody bigger.
Could you make the
And-
dragon bigger?
Oh yeah, could you make the dragon bigger, and then I could ride the dragon.
Let me check the formula real quick.
Test
I
it
don't
out.
know math and I don't know physics.
I think so. Yeah, I think I can.
Hey, do it.
Like right now?
Right now?
Yeah, I mean,
This-
what else are you doing?
Well, I don't have the spell ready.
All right. Hope stashed. It's okay.
But yeah,
Those magic things. I don't know.
We got 3 days to test it
Guys,
out.
I am so proud of us. Look at us planning. Doesn't this feel good?
good research?
This is great. No, I feel really good about this.
I mean, I was insulted getting it, but here we are.
Yanni and I wandered into a magic shop and did nothing, and
But you tried.
we did it with style though.
Yeah, you found out how much health potions were worth.
And then we talked him down 200 gold and we still didn't have enough.
And I can summon a horse that Rodus could ride too, and Rodus could ride that horse for a bit, and like he could be on the horse and swinging his axe and stuff.
we should try to get it on.
Does the
ground.
horse fly?
No, not yet. One day,
Then
maybe.
how does that help?
I mean, because
It would look very
it's a
cool.
horse, yeah.
Well, I mean, granted, but if our whole concern is dealing with a flying baddie that we can't hurt with magic,
I think we just have to get it on the ground, right? And then, are there any spells that you guys can do that will keep it on the ground? Besides the gust of wind, like any other ones that hold things in place?
I've read about one that can do something like hold a flyer on the ground, but I don't know it.
Magic people.
I saw a
always
reference
wanna
to
cast
it.
spells. I'll look around on this ship and I'll pick up some netting that's just lying around on the ground. In a
Oh,
arena,
that's a
you would
great
totally
idea.
use netting.
No, it's a shipping. It's disrupted the shipping trade. So there's nets on the boats around it for sure. Right? That makes sense. Some could have been fishing boats.
I mean, we could just take a net with us too, and we throw a net on them.
Give it to Brissa, and while she flies on the back of Scylla to bring it down.
Drop it.
We
No
could
magic
try.
needed.
We could try with nets. We could try with wind, and we could try with vines.
There you go.
I can make it blind.
I like the vines thing. That sounds really good.
He did specifically say magic can't tie him down, but I don't know if that would be considered magic vines. It's worth a try.
Did they say he was completely immune, or that he just was really good at avoiding magic?
That it's reflected.
Yeah.
Spells are reflected, and it can fly, and magic can't tie them down.
Oh. So that's what.
Hmm.
But the net is a great idea.
Start grabbing these nets.
I also like the blind idea, right? If you make it blind, it can definitely not hit me and Rotus as much, right?
Yes, that's true. But
But
do you remember that one time I
that's-
accidentally made everyone blind and then it hurt everyone?
Is that what you're talking about right
Yeah, it's that blind. It's that
yeah,
one.
yeah, I don't know if that one's really that helpful.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Okay.
touches you.
Yeah.
It was real slurpy soundy. Yeah. You're welcome, David. It was really like. There you go.
Moist.
Sound effects.
Mm.
Love the Foley work.
Mm. It's about the SFX. Ophelia says, so, I mean, I do like the... No, Lyra. And it's just a pot with a little tentacle coming out of it. As Ophelia says, all right, so we could turn your dragon big. Maybe take some bigger netting. Some of the deep sea fishing vessels have them. They are a little expensive, but you could probably afford it. And, well, I mean, that is a plan. Let's call this plan A. You're going to net the beast. What is plan B, in case that fails?
Vines and wind.
Kill it.
Wines and wind.
Sword.
Very good. I like the title of
Not
this.
wines, vines.
Let's not rule out the wine. We might need some of that.
If we can sneak up on it, maybe we could just all attack it all at once.
Do we know?
Mm.
Were you able to determine, where they stay? Are they nesting beasts?
So, not many people have ever survived trying to fight one. That's also a fun fact. I wasn't going to say that one, but so there's not a lot of information on them because usually people die when fighting.
I will say when Brissa and I were talking to the sailors, they did mention that the Chimera had come out and destroyed their ships. So it might just be free roamy.
And down the coast.
That could be bad.
Yep, be very bad.
I told them that we would kill it before it got to the ships. So
I mean, they could all just go underneath the ship, right? And then we could fight it on the top of the ship too.
Yeah,
but,
we could
you know.
park the ship far away. And then go underwater and, approach from underwater.
that's true.
Plan as well. Yeah, it's a plan as well.
I feel like
Okay.
worst case scenario if we have Brissa on her dragon and potentially one of you as an eagle in the air to help, we could easily coax it down far enough to net it in and keep it on the ground.
And I will just say so many words of affirmation to try and be able to fly that day, but no guarantees. A lot has happened recently.
If we have three flying things and 5 nets, there's no doubt.
Do you think you could grapple it, Rodus?
He's pretty good at that.
I've
Yeah,
not
no, that's what I'm
run into
saying.
many things I can't.
I mean, he grappled
I'll
that
certainly try.
I can
ghost
make it.
dragon thing that was enormous.
Is
I
that
can
that?
make it worse at grappling, so you'd have a better chance. I can do that. That's something I can do.
So I think that's
I
that's
might be able
plan
to.
B is Rodus grapples it.
Before
And
it
then-
can get off the ground.
Exactly.
Casaria and I can just focus on keeping everyone topped off with health if they need it.
I think that's fair.
Staying alive.
Ophelia goes,
Certainly prefer that this time around.
so how about this? You turn Rotus litter. Rotus climbs onto the dragon. You fly off. You do your magic thing. Then Rotus turns big again, flies down, catches the Chimera, puts its wings down with his big muscles. And as they tumble down, they crash onto the ground and you all chop it to death.
Well,
No, I don't like it. There's too many variables.
I love it.
It seems like it'd be fun, but risky. But hey, no risk, no reward, right?
I say we do it 100%. It sounds awesome.
If Brissowil is saying that she'll let me ride Thylea, I'm not sure I can turn down the opportunity.
Pretty valid.
All right, that'll be plan A. I don't remember which plan we're on.
we have a few plans, and we just really have to see how it goes. But Yanni, you'll make Scylla big, and then Scylla will whisk Rotus away, and he will grapple the Chimera.
And
If
I'll
you
go-
bring it down to the ground and there is grass, for instance, I could make it so it's very hard for it to move, but I don't know how that would affect flying, or if it would affect it at all.
and we'll have to see where we encounter it. Could be out at sea.
Yes.
Hmm.
Or it could
Right.
be, I don't know, desert. I don't. Maybe we should have learned about the island too.
Yeah, that
Might have
was
been
on my
smart.
list, but again, the information I got, kind of felt like that was it. you
No,
know?
it was great. It was great information. Honestly, it was more than we had. That's always good. Now we know that I'm useless against it. And we know that it can fly and breathe fire. And we've built a solid plan off of that. I have no idea where I fit in that, because once again, useless.
I mean, we don't know the extent of its magical
I
reflection.
do have a dagger. I pulled a dagger back up.
So, I'm just saying, maybe throw one or two spells at it and see how much gets reflected.
Don't you also have familiars?
Does anybody have a crossbow that we can train her with on the ship?
I don't.
There might be one on the ships that are broken on the
maybe.
shore.
Do you have a
Nope.
crossbow?
That's probably
Thylea?
not true.
Do you have a crossbow? You seem like the crossbow type.
Do any
Ophelia?
soldiers
Oh,
carry
to
a crossbow?
Ophelia?
Yeah.
She.
Oh yeah, does the ship have cannons or harpoony things?
I don't know what a cannon is, but harpoony things.
I
There
made
are-
the
should
same
read more.
mistake.
Should really read more.
Don't get me started on how this entire campaign starts. But
It's a magic ship.
Oh,
Valid question.
oh man,
whew.
yep. She goes,
Aren't you
"No."
glad none of that happened?
For real. I do have a hand crossbow. She kind of pulls it out from behind her back.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
It's smaller format. It's a little bit faster to reload. Does a little bit less damage though.
I know, it seems like it's got a
Probably-
lot going on. I probably
I
can't.
got a hunch with Lyra's lack of experience, she probably needs one she can really stabilize.
got really tiny hands.
But so let's see. Yanni, you have that bow. It is amazing. I don't understand all of the heart motifs across it, but to each
Yeah.
their own.
It's not like I decorated it. It came this way.
Rotis, you could always try to harpoon it. You do have those strong arms. Tie maybe a rope or a chain at the end of these, and
I think whenever I'm up in the air, if I am, then I will. Perhaps if I just tie a rope to a spear and have one of these nets. You mentioned that we could find a bigger one potentially. There'll be plenty for me, and my sword, of course.
oh yeah, I wouldn't want you to go without your sword.
Keep it in your pants, Ophelia.
Estrella, you can still certainly turn into a different beast. That was amazing how you did it on Timmy's.
Oh, thank you. I could. So Casaria too.
Could you combine
Wow.
into each other into something bigger even? Like touch wingtips
Like-
and then turn into a larger bird or
Like
something.
a chimera? like a two-
that's
like a
maybe
hydra?
bad idea. Maybe, do you
Flying
think
hydra?
that is how they're built?
That'd
Druids
have
would
to be
go
a
a little
last-
too crazy?
Great question.
A little on the nose.
That'd still have to be a last resort for me. I've got to keep everybody alive. We've already lost Rotus once.
Prefer to keep you in spell casting form.
I have a few tricks up my sleeve as well. I could do my where I kind of make people all scared of me, and then they fall flat. So I have that one, and then also I can power up my sword, and I can hit people, and sometimes they fall flat.
if we focus on its wings, maybe we could damage them so they don't fly very well.
It's a good idea as well.
So
I don't know what
wait.
kind
Are
of
you
damage.
saying you can knock it out of the air if you hit it with your sword?
Yes.
No, I mean, so very quickly, my plan would be like, if I'm far away, I throw a harpoon at it. If I'm close enough, I net it, and then like worst case scenario, I literally jump off Scylla and grapple it and fall to the ground with it. But that's a lot of options when we also have 5 other people and also like 3 other flying things. I feel like we're not getting it.
I can also use advocate. I could use Thunderous Smite to knock things prone too, and also my Channel Divinity knocks things prone.
Just because damaging spells may not affect it doesn't mean it can't be beguiled. So that could be another route.
We could give it a magic lobotomy like we did to that poor Amazon.
There are spells.
I can help with that since I can't fly. I have access to that.
Kasaria just saying there are spells is so ominous.
Yeah. Terrifying.
We're gonna stay till the end of the day. I expect we're gonna head out in the
Oops.
morning.
No, setting sail
sunset.
tonight. Yep.
Right. Well,
I'm gonna still need to prepare these spells though, so
Oh, well,
we need to rest in before we take on this thing.
It's going to take us 3 days to get there.
Yeah, it's gonna take us 3 days to get there.
And in that time, hopefully, we'll acquire a net. Teach me how to not be useless.
So
We're gonna need a montage.
I've given Brissa the gold, so Brissa should have the gold to pay the sailors. I'm going to go get a net. So I'm going to need gold for that, and then I'm also I'm going to go back to Agalia because I sort of feel bad for. We said we would pay to hold it for us, but I'm going to ask him, and we don't have to roll for this, if I could trade my potion of mind reading for a potion of fire resistance.
Oh no! Save that because we can grant you that, Rotus.
Fire resistance?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, there are spells.
Well, then I won't do that. But I will get a net. And I want to, if there's any kind of harpoon, I have like 50 feet of rope already, so if I could like tie rope to a harpoon.
Ophelia just goes, yeah, you do.
Ophelia,
Wow.
we are doing important work.
I'm sorry.
So I just, so I have a net and a rope, and I think we have the gold to pay the sailors when they get here. The soldiers are already here. I think we're doing good.
All right.
I think we should pick up a crossbow or a short bow or something and teach
I'll get one of those.
teach Lyra how to use it.
I'll get a crossbow.
Well, in this interim, I've also decided I'm a little bit more helpful, and I pull out my dagger and my sickle.
Perfect.
I mean, if you're gonna fly up there and slicey.
I mean, while we're training Lyra, why don't we just teach her how to throw a dagger accurately?
Because then she's got to get it back to throw it again.
Also, I'm great at throwing daggers. David, is there something I can throw a dagger at right now?
Ophelia.
Ophelia. Yep.
Is there like a wooden
map.
post somewhere?
There's got to be like a.
Yeah,
I don't want to stab the boat.
You could definitely stab the boat.
I throw it at the boat.
All right, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Ow!
Yeah, right.
Wait,
right.
no,
We're
the
all-
boat is as stray as ant. I don't want to throw it at the boat.
There's gotta be like a
Not just
pylon.
that, but we might also feel sympathetic pain if you throw it at the boat. We did make an oath over this boat.
Yeah.
You hear some kind of disemboweled voice, just disemboweled, disassociated voice kind of. Too much Taco Bell. Voice. Just going, you must construct more pylons. Wow, that joke had better set up than it actually delivered. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead and make me a dagger attack. Just roll a dagger attack. We'll see what you hit.
Sorry. What's her name? Ulea? I forgot her name.
Thylea.
Ophelia?
Oh, Ulea, yes.
No, the boat.
No,
the
yeah,
boat.
Ulea. Ulea.
Got her name.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Ow!
It's like, look how awesome I can do. Bloop.
It just goes in the water. No. I dive in. My purpose.
All right, cool. So backing up a little bit, if you don't want to roleplay it too much, one thing that does happen when you go to Agalia to kind of apologize and stuff like that, of course she does the, oh no, don't worry, it's okay when you come back. I will hold this for all the way until you come back, okay? No worries. But
I appreciate that.
you kind of fumble for it's like, oh yeah, I was this potion, but Yanni, oh shit, I forgot. She goes, I mean, what do you say that potion can do?
Supposedly it can read minds, I've been told.
May I confirm?
By all means, you're the expert.
She picks it up and swirls it around a little bit. Ooh. You see her eyes kind of glowing with the arcane sigils going around it. Amazing. I tell you what. I would do a trade. This potion, or the healing potions, all 6 of them. And she reaches underneath and produces a small diamond.
I'm certain these healing potions will be of much more use to us on this particular encounter. So it's not a trade I think I can turn down. I'll grab. I'm gonna run out of there before she changes it.
And please tell everyone to go to Agalia's. As you kind of run out of it, you see Rhodas just like big old smile running back. It's like he has a 6-pack and like a big fist. As he kind of opens his fist, you see this little diamond that seems to be worth about 300 gold pieces, as well as the healing potions.
Shouldn't there have been an athletics check? I'm just kidding.
I feel like that potion was way more than mind reading potion now.
Hey, you know what? This stuff's a lot more useful to us in the here and now.
Yeah.
That's 100% fair. Like,
And I mean, Astraea, didn't you say you can read people's minds anyway?
Sort of. I'm not doing it to you right now.
Yeah. I'm an open book. Except when I'm not.
I was
But I'm an open book right now.
You hear it in your mind.
Shut it.
You know, you've been ignoring me lately. Is that on purpose, or are you just...
I was a statue for freaking like 3 days. What do you want?
Well, I mean, even before then. That's not fair. I didn't mean that period of your life. It will be a funny story, though. You literally got stoned once.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I've still been studying and chatting. We just haven't been role-playing it because it's, not necessary all the time.
I love our roleplay, Yanni. Fade to black.
I'm breaking the fourth wall.
But as you guys, what were the other big things that you guys wanted to accomplish? If you guys want to get a saddle made for Scylla, it's going to take a little bit more. A little bit more days.
Saddle.
How many days we talk?
Would it be required to ride Scylla for 1 minute to have a saddle?
To not have disadvantage to some shit, yes.
Yeah.
Could she just carry him like she carried me if we're doing the whole like drop him on its back thing?
If it's just dropping, yeah.
Yeah, there's no need for saddle quite yet.
Alrighty.
If that's what I'm along for the ride here. All right, let's go.
Literally.
Ophelia walks up next to you, Astraea, as, Rhoda's just like, oh, I got this best deal. I'm the greatest businessman. She kind of walks up next to you, Astraea, and goes, you'd make a good captain. Yeah, you.
It would make a good captain.
Uh-huh.
Why do you think that?
Look at them. You're the only one who actually went out and no, that's not true. Prisa and Naira kind of at least fixed the fuck up that the little one did, but look at you. Actually doing, the things that you need to do in order to be able to fight the things that you want to fight. You're looking out for your team, you're making a plan, you're whipping them into shape. That is what a captain does.
Ophelia.
At least in
The
my
truth
book.
is, I'm not exactly sure where I fit into this group, and I want to earn my place. And I watched almost all of them die, and I couldn't help them, so I just want to be able to help them.
Listen. I watched my entire first crew completely get obliterated by a siren attack. I swam back to shore, made my way back to Mitros. After that, I went through 3 more crews before I became a captain. And now, I've lost, all in all, 58 people under my command. They all stay with me. I remember their names. I spoke to all of their partners and made sure that they knew that they were dead. I will not tell you that it is easy to lose someone or that you become desensitized. You do, but that's mostly just a coping mechanism. The fact that you hold on to them is what matters. Learn from mistakes. Keep moving forward. Okay? Nobody wants you to stay stagnant and become some kind of a vortex that sucks you down into the nether sea. Always go forward. Look back and learn, but always go forward.
Ophelia, you are a great captain and a good teacher.
You're just trying to butter me up now because we are going up against the Chimera and it's absolutely going to destroy our ship.
It can't destroy the ship. That would be bad for us.
Would be bad for us. You're going to have to be very far away when you fight this thing. Promise me this.
Sure, that sounds good. And you take care of the ship, we'll take care of the beast.
Deal. Good, Captain. All right. Everyone, get into shape. We're leaving this evening. That is correct. We're leaving this evening. Anything else that you guys want to accomplish while you guys are still on shore?
Oh.
Not
Would I have
particularly
seen
on
a
my end.
mirror anywhere? Like in the chambers where I slept, was there like a reflective platter?
Like a thing
For
that might be
instance,
worth
anything that would-
1,000 gold pieces?
No.
Potentially?
It could be worth 0 gold pieces. I just need it to reflect an image. Mirror, platter.
I mean, yeah, you can probably even polish why can I think Brissa's shield enough and it will be reflective. Then you can get them cheap enough,
I have
like
a
a
shield.
steel mirror or something.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking if like at the dinner that we were at, there was a platter, I would have tried to swipe it, or if there's anything in my room, I would have taken it.
Too late for
I don't
that,
wanna-
but you can go back to the palace if you want to.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Provis is not going to, but he is going to think about how he should have visited his brother at the Tyrant's Roost, and he didn't.
David, are
Tyler.
silver dragon scales reflective?
If you polish them enough, yeah.
I still have those.
Okay.
Is Estrella about to have a girls' night? Is that what's happening?
Hmm?
Is that what we need these mirrors for? Is it girls' night?
I was thinking more like if we ever encounter a basilisk again or a Medusa, they would be good for fighting, Yeah.
They're the anti.
But we could have a girls' night.
Because Kasaria starts putting her curlers away.
I love the girls' night. No, that's perfect. We should totally do that. I've never had a girls' night.
eyebrow waggles in Lyra's direction.
Yeah, Ophelia goes, "What do you mean you've never had the girls' night?"
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have a girls' night.
I'm getting semi-Trojan
Sorry.
mild. We're absolutely getting shit-faced when we're ready to. Well, you are, I can't. But we're gonna get you shit-faced, Estrella.
Sounds terrible. Shit on the face.
No, 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 no. Unless you're into that. But no, no.
I would say I've probably come down since being at the academy some, but I'm gonna throw my arm around her and just be like, just stick with us for the night. In like a buzzed stupor.
I'm already buzzed. I just got a whole bunch of wine at the tavern.
It's true. All right, cool. As you guys get your last things together, let's take our break here and pick it back up as you guys leave Mitros once more. And then hopefully find and fight and kill the Chimera. So you guys here very shortly. No, as a reminder, we definitely appreciate anyone who follows, and if you sub, that would be amazing. We're doing the giveaway at the end of the month, so if you guys are looking to get some character art done, we're going to have that commissioned through one of the resident artists on the server. Oh, and as a reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you can use Twitch Prime to subscribe with that as well. Thank you for the help. Thank you for the gift earlier. And yeah, we'll see you guys here very shortly.
We do that to Matt Mercer right before Critical Role. They say all this wild
my God.
shit.
Oh no, yeah,
so
we're
that he's, like,
live. Uh-huh.
right off
Yep.
kilter. Oh,
Oh, whoops. Awkward.
I hear.
Uh,
Allegedly.
Yep. Well, what are we doing? What is this game again? Oh yeah. Welcome back to Light of Thylea Plays Odyssey of the Dragonlords. We just finished up some shopping and researching in Mitros, and the crew is going to be sailing southward to get to the constellation of the Trickster, which apparently is what leads to where Chimera has been making the seas difficult to travel. Now, as you guys are setting out, was there any last minute things that you guys wanted to get off your chest before we get going, or are you guys good to go?
I mean, unless Tyler wants a crossbow,
Yeah,
I
do
think we're good.
we want to get my crossbow?
Probably.
I'm comfortable being the guinea pig and finding out if I can do anything.
But if the
Yeah,
answer
I
is no,
You should still be guinea pig and have something for backup.
I have a dagger. Oh,
Just ask.
do we at least need to go buy a new dagger?
I have a sickle.
I could give her Yanni's that Yanni had bequeathed upon me.
Yeah, but if she throws it, that's a magic dagger. If she throws it in the sea,
Whoops. I also still have a bag of sand.
You could ask Ophelia to borrow hers.
Why don't we tie a rope to the next dagger that she throws?
Guys, I promise I could throw daggers, okay? I just had a little wine. It's throwing me
whatever you
off
gotta
my
tell
game.
yourself. Whatever you gotta tell yourself.
I am a dagger throwing extraordinaire. Someone give me a dagger right now.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna hide my dagger, like slowly.
Oh my god.
That's probably smart.
Alrighty. As you guys set outward, you know that somewhere, like the constellation of the Bard, is essentially encompassing this island chain. It's actually more of a cluster of archipelagos, you guys are told, that make travel sometimes a little bit safer from the storms that Sidon tends to throw at the ships that are trying to do the trade between the different ports. But on the flip side, now that the Chimera is there, it has been taken advantage of that. So lots of white sandy beaches, as the sailors are able to tell you guys. You...
I thought the Chimera was at the Trickster. I thought the Bard was where Lyra doesn't want to go.
Yeah. This is what did I say? Did I say crazy again?
You said you were talking about the Bard Island, and
Yeah,
I
but you
was
said-
worried
Oh
that
Jesus! Why is my brain is just not firing right today? Yes, the Trickster's right. That is the Trickster constellation. It
like,
leads you
no,
to
we're
the
not
Chimera.
going to the Bard. We're not going there.
No, good. I'm just excited for that to happen. That's all. You know, all the barbecues that you're gonna have. But as you guys are making your way there, you're entering the you're entering the weird slipstream of the ship once more. The sailor certainly did show actually up. There's no sign of the head sailor though, that you had engaged with before.
Good.
Go ahead, mark off the gold, if you would, Brissa, unless you already did.
I have not. I will now.
Fair. And you guys are off to the races. So, no crossbow.
So it's
I don't think we have the money for it. We probably
We
do,
do.
but it's fine.
do.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
We can ask Ophelia to borrow hers, unless you can't use it.
nah,
All right.
Not proficient with hand crossbow.
In the 3 days, is there some kind of like downtime stuff that you guys want to work on? Any kind of character development that you guys want to address? Any kind of talking about, all right, this is going to be the plan before you arrive at the island?
The one thing that I thought of is if the chimera attacks us while we are on the ship, probably makes sense to try to get a water walking off and jump ship to make sure that the ship does not affect it. If this beast is known to attack and destroy ships on this route, we certainly don't want to risk it.
How long does water walk last?
I believe it's an hour. Also, should we be getting a long rest in, at least since we set sail?
Yes, 1 hour. But breathing water is 24 hours, and I will just go ahead and cast both of those on us, like, each day. Or, I guess not the water walking. But
Yeah,
definitely
maybe
the water
just keep
breathing.
water breathing. Yeah.
Each day, you guys like have the gills kind of grow on the side, like there's like the 5 seconds where you feel real awkward, and then it's fine.
Better safe than sorry.
We're
It feels
just
appropriate
good by
that
now.
druidic magic resembles the effects of gillyweed.
Yeah.
That feels right.
What an iconic moment to just throw the dagger over the edge too. You were like one off. Like the AC of hitting something that's just stationary is not that high.
I don't want to talk about it, David. I don't want to talk about it.
Alrighty. Bullbug, is kind of making his way across the deck as well as like,
I like these new little guys. Nice shiny armor. Where did you get them? Did you buy them?
They were loaned to us by King Acastos.
I thought he was from Malacca.
So did we.
Then what happened?
We're still not sure.
Yeah. We're just kind of taking it for what it's worth.
Okay. Well, what are we doing next?
We're gonna go
gonna-
slay a chimera.
Yeah, that.
What is that?
Australia.
It's
Oh, you're muted.
Excuse me, I think I might be coming down with something. It is a beast with many heads, sometimes dragon, sometimes lion. I think there is something else I can't remember. Breeze fire, can't be hurt by magic, we think, and it flies. It's pretty much a nightmare.
Sounds fun. We're going to fight it, and we will do well. Yes, I can feel it.
all right. Over the next 3 days, I'll give you guys again feel like you're feeling unsettled. It's just something that seems to be it's like a tingling sensation within your heart. It won't let you sit still. Sometimes your heart feels like it's beating even though it has no right to be. And sometimes you do have a hard time falling asleep at night. As you guys are getting closer and closer towards the constellation, all of you guys are starting to have very vivid dreams. On the one hand...
No, I just said fuck.
Oh. On the one hand, you guys feel part of this is just anxiety, getting closer to a interesting hunt that you guys are going to engage in. But as you guys are starting to have these vivid dreams, seem to harken back to your pasts, your failures. Estrella finds herself locked in her room with actual chains around her wrists. Saria sees the temple of people get sacrificed once more. Rhodas, see your father turning away from you. And you failing again and again to even stand up in a fight as you're being beaten down, an entire crowd laughing at you. Lyra, you again and again stab into a bristle-faced maggot, enjoying it, drawing power from it, and becoming disgusted and afraid of yourself. Brissa, see Thylea die, unable to do anything, too far removed, as the last drops of her dragon blood seep white sandy beach. Yanni, every single time you're about to fall asleep, you feel a tingling in all of your appendages. You kind of have to rub yourself. It feels like pins and needles when you're falling asleep. And then you remember, no, that is exactly what it felt like when you were petrified. Hey Justin, can you stop fucking with your mic, please?
Sorry.
As you do, you check and triple check. No, you're fine. Your fingers are not stone. You are not stone. You are okay. Remind yourself. On the third day, you arrive within a white, beautiful, sandy beach chain of archipelago islands that stretch before you guys. Throughout this place, Casaria and Destrea can spot that indeed there seem to be small and larger ships, triremes that have run ashore. You can see that some of them apparently had survivors with little camps, but the camps lay broken and scattered. You see that in some places, as you guys take some time, there seem to be glassy beaches where maybe fire turned the sand into glass. So Thylea looks around. Well, this certainly is the spot. I suppose we're going to go hunt in the morning?
I guess,
Probably the best bet.
assuming
You know,
it doesn't come and get us in the meantime.
Early morning, though, so that we can, maybe catch it while it's still sleeping.
Right. Well,
So what? Just to clarify, what's our plan? Am I growing the dragon? Am I shrinking the Rhodus? Am I doing something completely different?
I think the plan A should be Rhoda's grapple, keep it on the ground, and then we beat it to death.
Okay, how are we getting it on the ground?
I think we should be growing the dragon.
Well, I have my net. I have this trusty harpoon that I've tied a length of rope to that I can hook at it, and Thylea ideally can get me close enough.
Yep.
I'll just be dangling from her claws, but
Okay, so I am shrinking you down then.
No, we're
or
growing
making
Thylea.
Thylea bigger. Yeah.
Growing
Yeah.
Scylla. Okay,
growing
that makes
Scylla.
more sense. I like that more gooder.
Yes.
I could create a wall of water, that's you could fight and then run behind. And if you do that, fire damage is reduced in case it breathes fire on us. So it would be like a wall of shield, sort of.
Oh, that
But
sounds
I don't
awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can make it cover the head just kind of from the front. Can I? David? It says wall, so I feel like that's just it's a 30-foot high wall.
Pretty high wall.
Oh, so you can't make it a dome?
you can make
is
it a
what you're saying?
ringed wall as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, you could take a 20-foot diameter, 20-foot high, essentially dome that would be protected.
Mhm.
Yes.
I could do that.
Are we
I think
about
that's a great
to,
idea.
Are we about to take on the Chimera?
We have to find it.
Yeah, I know. Are you choosing spells? Me too. I'm like,
But no, I already prepared my spells. It's just I was going to cast protection from energy if we're right about to fight it.
We've not seen it yet.
is that concentration?
Nope.
Protection from energy? Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh.
I have cast it before.
Do we think it would be more beneficial if I got the jump on the Chimera to see if magic worked, or if Rhodus got the jump on the Chimera to grapple it?
I say Rhodas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Rhoda has the gift of alacrity then.
So, should I? I can cast a spell that'll slow Rhodus's fall to a safe speed if he misses or if anything happens bad that makes him fall from the air. But I have to be within like 60 feet of him to do it. Should I maybe ride on Sila's back and give my bow to Lyra for right now?
Brewster, you mentioned you can summon a horse of some kind
I can summon a horse, yeah.
that Yanni could ride to make sure stays close enough.
Well, what if you're too high?
Well, I'm falling.
That's true. David, would Featherfall work that way? Since it's a reaction, would it be I can cast it once he's in range? Because that's not technically the way it's worded.
Does it say when the creature begins falling in the spell text?
It says the triggering action is when someone falls within range. I think it's that would answer my own question, wouldn't it? Let me double check.
A falling creature's descent.
Yeah, it says within range.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, because it's a 60-foot range, if he happens to fall by 60 feet for you, and because this is precisely a reaction spell, I'd allow that. Like, as they kind of like fall, and you kind of catch them the last second, kind of starting to slowly fall down. Yeah. They
so
would just
yeah,
have
I
to
guess
be
maybe
landing, I guess, within 60 feet of you. You're gonna do it that way.
maybe I mean I'm not much of a horseman, but maybe riding a horse could get me there, or keep me close enough.
And Ophelia, you should head out as soon as you drop us off. We don't want the Chimera to attack the Ultros while we are not aboard.
Right, understood. How do you think you're gonna draw it out then? We know it has a penchant for our ships, so is the Ultros going to be the bait?
I would hope not.
Don't think that's a risk we're willing to take.
But that's a valid question.
I mean, if
We're
we can
just gonna
catch
try
it.
and find it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and David did say that it's like a bunch of different islands. It's not like a single island. It's like an archipelago. Annoying.
Does anybody know any magic that can get us to it?
In that case,
Magic to
it seems
find
we
it?
Get us what? To the island?
Help
to
us find
the
where
Chimera.
the Chimera
yes.
actually is.
I could do that. But
Nothing
maybe.
I've prepared.
Mm, a creature? I think I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be a creature.
But it has to be within 8,000 feet, I believe.
Oh.
Let me see.
How long can you keep the spell up?
1 hour.
So if you cast it once we're close to the first island and we
Oh,
sail around for an hour and kind of hope it pings.
you know,
I
I
mean-
have to have seen that creature before, so I don't think it will
Oh.
work. I've never seen one.
That's
Wa-
lame.
Was there a
Stupid
picture in
magic.
the academy textbooks?
Yeah, I'm reading the spell for you guys. Keep role-playing for a sec.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to
Mm.
try just to see. But yeah, I mean, 1,000 feet doesn't give us much leeway between the Chimera and the ship at that point.
Right. We could park the ship far away, water breathe, walk up sneakily, pass without a trace, and just be hopefully hidden that way
Well, I mean,
as we
I
explore.
don't think Pass Without Trace is going to make us, like invisible to it or anything. So if we're like walking across the water and it pops its head out It's going to see us.
Well, we could walk under the water, but still, yeah, you're right.
It didn't go so well for me the last time.
True. Good point.
How far apart are the islands?
It varies. Some of them are, relatively close, maybe some 500-600 feet or something like that. Others are like a couple miles away from one another, and there do seem to be dozens of them.
No. We need it to be uniform.
I
Just
could,
fix it. Just make them all uniform, like a honeycomb.
I can make a scouting party, send them off to different islands.
Or we could fly around and scout, either with a familiar or we could turn into something that flies.
Right,
But-
I could
We can see where the most wreckage is, right? So, it's gonna be, there's probably gonna be, most wreckage around its like main area, most likely, right? Primary hunting ground.
I mean, it's a big flying beastie. I'm pretty sure it can cover the whole chain of islands here. So there may not even be a single big cluster of.
Then it seems the
wreckage.
best way to find him will be to bait it with the ship
Yeah.
around the shipwrecks.
I could theoretically conjure 5 different familiars to search.
Theoretically.
That could work.
Well, I mean, I can. It's not that I can't do it. It's just how helpful will it be? I think there's a limit to how long they exist in reality, though.
I mean, it could be useful.
though.
But it could also
Maybe-
be
Is that better? Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe once we get to the first island, I can do it then, so we can use Estrella's spell to check our island and use them to check the ones that are closer.
I mean, I say we just go island by island until we find it.
It's
Maybe.
a 4th level spell, so if we don't think we need it, it would be great not to use it.
Yeah.
If I had to rank spells 1 through 4, is a big one. A lot of
Yeah.
energy.
I mean, if we're ranking spells, all of mine are 4th level, but I've got 2.
Okay.
that's not terribly useful.
I say we just go island by island, knock off the island. If we don't find it on the island, then we move on to the next island.
I agree.
So okay,
I could ask.
but we don't really want to put the ship in danger, right?
I don't know that we have a choice. They're literally miles apart.
One of the sailors, the one that you guys had talked to, kind of speaks up.
I thought you said that we're not going to be in danger here.
Does the Ultros have like life?
Why in the hell did you tell them that? We can't promise that.
I don't know if we said
Does
we
it have
wouldn't be in
lifeboats?
danger.
Or like rowboats, like any other like separate, like a vessel that can be separated from the ship?
As you guys look around, there are none on the term that you guys are on, but you do see a couple rowboats that seem to have washed ashore some of the other islands. Yeah.
Shipwrecked people.
I'm pretty sure what I said was we'll try and stop the Chimera if it tries to get to the boat.
I don't think we ever said you're not going to be in danger, but yeah.
Thought
Are
you
there-
said that you're going to separate and hunt it down, not on the ship.
I mean, we can always just sail on the rowboat. So if a couple of miles isn't that far to sail on a rowboat. It's easy.
Well,
Even
there's
if
no
that-
sail on a rowboat. That's why it's a rowboat.
Yeah, okay, row on the rowboat. So we can go
Row,
commandeer those
row.
rowboats over there.
Row will row the rowboat.
Row, row, row your boat.
And yeah, so if there's like 2 rowboats, I think it makes sense to drop us off and get out of here, especially if these sailors are a little too chicken.
Oh, don't go there. Don't
Yeah,
go
yeah,
there.
yeah. No, I'll like elbow Rotus really hard.
Okay, I'll stop.
Look, I know I was in a bad place when I first came out of that petrification stuff, but I'm better now. So don't you take over being a dick to the sailors, okay?
All right.
To be fair, Rotus had a knife plunged into his heart, but it's, you know, we all have bad days.
I came right back.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think we would attempt to secure one of these rowboats that we see, or two of them if we can't all fit in one.
Yeah. Don't leave without us until we make sure that the rowboats are usable, right? I mean, they look usable. They look pretty usable at this point, right? From what we can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we should make sure that they're usable before you guys sail off.
Don't abandon us.
Yeah, basically.
Ophelia goes, there is no way. You are going to be fine. All right, well, you're still staying for one more evening, yes?
Yeah, that was the plan, right? Until the early morning. Early morning was when we
Well, I mean, if we've got the rowboats there, we should probably go in and make sure that there's at least one functional one tonight.
We could camp
And
on the shore.
yeah, just camp on the shore and let the Ultros go somewhere further away from the Chimera.
Safer than having it stay in these waters.
We need to figure out a way to communicate back with the ship.
I mean, we could always just have Sally pick you up and carry you there to the ship.
That sounds like fun, since she likes to toss me around like a rag doll while she's flying with me.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Yeah, she seems
Sounds like a good time.
she wants to do it. Yeah.
You see Scylla kind of almost turn into kitty cat mode, and you see her shoulder blades kind of pop up. Her booty kind of pops up, and you see her little dragon tail kind of starting to flick back and forth as she kind of slowly, like a predator. You see her reptilian eyes kind of open up wider as she kind of like starts to approach Yanni.
Oh boy.
Snatches you and starts flying upward.
We.
Is what he wants to sound like, but it's probably a little bit closer, like. There it is. All right. Do you guys send Scylla and Yanni off to inspect the boats?
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, I think we were, and then we were all gonna go out there afterwards.
Get ready for this. This is going to be a tools check if you're proficient with it. But if you are proficient with a carpenter's tool check, this certainly could apply here. Otherwise, just make me just a straight kind of perception check on it.
I am not proficient with carpenter's tools for sure without even looking. I think I only have thieves' tools. Yeah, that's my only proficiency. So you said a perception check?
Mm-hmm.
With double advantage?
Double advantage.
I'm just making shit up.
Yanni accuracy?
Oh, that's a 22.
Nice. You've seen your fair share of holes, whether it is in people or buildings or whatnot. As you kind of start to sift through checking it out, you kind of pull this out, and Scylla helps you, kind of biting into the edge, pushing it out of the deep.
Careful! Don't break it.
Don't
Gentle.
break. Gentile.
Yes, break a Gentile, please.
No. As you check over it, you see that most of the rowboats actually did get damaged. You see some of them got burned, other ones broke upon some of the corals and reefs here that do make up a large part of the island archipelagos. But as you look through, you do find a functioning rowboat. Seems to be water-worthy and passable.
Okay. Scylla, can you do
And just awkwardly does it in this thing that's not really made for it.
Okay.
Oh.
I guess fly me back.
Fly upward once more. As after a few minutes, Thylea and Yanni arrive back at the ship.
All right, there's one there. Can we maybe just like water walk over there so I don't have to go through that again?
So just gives you a look. Almost seems to be hurt.
Yep.
I'm scared of heights. It's not you. It's me.
Ophelia kind of leans over to to Brissa. Did she just? I mean, sorry. Did he just? It's not me. It's not you. It's me. Your dragon. That's
I think
rough.
you did. I know.
He's way too young for that.
I know. It's just, you know, I'll have to talk to him later about it.
See, this is the look that I was talking about. Ophelia kind of straddles up next to you there, big guy. And as she kind of points towards Estrella, she goes, "Do you see that focused look on her eyes? It's like she turns into a completely different person. I'm telling you, she is the brains of this operation.
Certainly not me.
No, you're the brawn, my dear." And she kind of bumps into you a little bit, like bicep to bicep, and goes, "What do you think about maybe staying in the boat one more night? And then you can join them in the morning?"
I couldn't. Rodus is unsure if it would be violating his oath to like I don't know, to like go outside of his promised marriage. I don't know.
Make me an internal make me an investigation check based
Make
on
me
A
an
this.
bow
essay.
check.
Make me an ethics check.
Yeah, make me a wisdom check, and if you're proficient in investigation, you get your proficiency.
Okay. I am not proficient in investigation.
Straight wisdom check.
What? You've got to be the first barbarian to not take investigation as a skill.
Intimidation, athletics, performance, survival. Those are all way better.
What?
I will say with the
When have
10,
any of those been useful?
with the 10,
It's rule of cool, guys. What did I say?
you are at least reasonably certain that what you promised with the oath is to marry. You didn't necessarily say keep yourself until marriage.
You don't even have to sleep with her.
That ship sailed, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it has been sailing a lot.
I think Rodus is going to turn her down.
Wow.
He's going to go. It's not like me to get involved with.
The help.
Oh.
Woo!
Tell us how you really feel, Lyra.
My traveling companion. You see, I see these adventures as a kind of escape from all of those things.
That you say that to Ophelia? Sorry.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry. I'll turn myself up. Yes, I say to Ophelia that I appreciate the thought, but
Oh, you know, it's fine. Somebody already hurt today. It's not them, it is the other.
Oh,
You know,
it's
just
awkward now.
make sure you stay alive, huh? She kind of punches you very hard on the shoulder
oh,
and then walks away.
that's fine. She stopped me before I could explain myself, but I get it.
She immediately starts chatting up one of the Matrosian soldiers.
Hey, fine by me. Get it, girl.
She snaps. Alrighty, you guys disembark from the ship, and through the use of water You guys make your way across, and to the beach side, where you guys set up. Do you guys want to tell Ophelia and the others to kind of like fuck off further away, or stay kind of moored close to where you guys are?
My thought is maybe for the night stay close in case the chimera decides to hunt at night. We can fend it off.
All right.
But
yeah, for
sail out with the sun.
Simplicity's sake, yeah, you guys are maybe some 500 or so, or I mean, you guys can the ship can comfortably get close to about 200-300 feet from the beach line just because of the coral reefs that run through here, but it's currently about 500 feet out, just to be very, very clear off from that. As you guys start preparing for the evening, who's going to kind of take the lead on the keeping a lookout this evening?
So I'm gonna cast the hut.
Okay. Again,
and try to make it.
Breath attacks can certainly reach through it.
I know. But it can't see through it to know that there's anything in it. And I'm gonna try and make it look like a rock. I mean I can't make it not look like a hemisphere, but I can make
colored like a rock.
I can color it like the terrain.
Okay. Sure.
So
camouflage.
I'll have to double check how advanced you can make the camouflage, but we'll say for the time being it's kind of like this perfectly smooth, round, grayish blob that kind of appears. So again,
I want Frodo hiding under the cloak from the orcs.
Exactly. Which that scene still irks me to this day. It's like, come on, people. But hilarious. So he wants to. So I want to try something different today. I will call out D20s from all of you guys. It's just going to be straight D20, but we will use the highest or the person that you guys pick with the perception score to be essentially be the leader for that. So we can have it that you guys get your meta knowledge, powerfulness out of that, but we're going to randomize the D20 roll, and I'm going to determine one of the random D20s to see whose roll we're going to be using. Does that make sense?
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Also, just FYI, Tiny Hut just says the dome is opaque of any color you choose. So.
Not yet. Oh, I'll call it out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
One at a time?
Yeah. Saria.
Okay.
Or Lyra.
Okay.
Straya.
Well, mine just didn't roll anything.
It's private.
No. It's a blind GM roll, so you guys won't.
Oh, it's
Won't know
blind.
what it
Got
is.
it. Got it.
I'll just roll for Justin real quick. All right.
I'm here.
Oh well, whoops. Roll me a blind GM roll D20. Hey, welcome Raiders.
But a raid?
A raid.
A raid?
How in the hell do I make it blind?
Do you
It's
see the
the
little ghost?
ninja looking
Oh no,
icon.
not the,
Oh,
yeah, the
there we
ninja
go.
one.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, ninja.
Roll.
Not the
Roll-
Pac-Man
Roll
ghost.
for ninja. And then who's going to be the main leader person? I'm guessing Estrella or Casaria. Probably Casaria?
I have a +5.
So-
So if anybody beats that, go with
I have a 7, but I rolled terribly, so it should not
What-
be me.
What kind of roll are we doing?
It's going to be
Perception,
perception.
right?
You don't have to make the roll, but you do have... Oh, but that's only for passive. That's right. All right, then Estrella's bonus, I think, is actually the largest.
Is the highest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're here to curse y'all with nat ones. So +7.
Oh,
all
I
right.
roll those plenty on my own.
Oh no.
Appreciate the help.
I'm going to roll a d6 to see whose roll we're going to use. Okay.
We're about to fight a chimera, guys.
As you guys
Right.
settle down upon this beautiful but coarse white sandy beach, you see palm trees kind of hanging overhead. The stars are shining up above you guys and creating these beautiful nebula that you guys can kind of see. Off in the distance, the 500 or so feet away, you do see some of the torches burning of the patrols actually walking up and down the Turam as well as you're keeping a lookout. You guys are cycling through, trying to make sure that everybody gets a full night's rest in the time allotted. And it is actually Brissa who ends up kind of waking to something. Mind you, you guys had to take off your armor for those of you guys that wear it, except Rodus, to be able to sleep and get the benefit of a long rest. As Brissa, you kind of rustle awake. You hear a what sounds like massive wings beating, long, slow beats. You kind of turn over, rub some of the sleepiness from your eyes, and realize, you just got a bunch of fucking sand in your eyes. Fuck, god fucking damn it. You kind of roll over as you kind of start patting everyone awake. The flapping of the wings has kind of disappeared. Suddenly, you hear shouts from the trim.
What? No! Oh, no!
And then an exhalation of fire across the deck of the ship. All right, this is going to be out of pure initiative, a little bit more theater of the mind. As you guys are waking up, this is kind of in the middle of the night, you're a little bit groggy, you are grabbing your weapons and your gears as best as you can. You guys throw it. I'll say Bursa kind of gets to have loose initiative advantage here, as you're the one who called things out. What do you guys want to do? How about this? Put up your hand if you have an idea, and then I'll popcorn you guys.
It's attacking the Ultros, just to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I got lost. We're not still on the ship, are we? I thought we got off the ship.
You're like 500 feet off on a beach.
And it's obviously above the water, blowing fire onto the ship.
Like doing like essentially like strafing runs across it.
And Alex has an idea.
All right, Alex, get it.
I'll just shake Yanni, and then I guess Estrella awake, and then Rodus, and be like, Yanni, make the dragon big. The Ultros is under attack.
What?
Now, right now.
5 more minutes, Mom.
And then I'll be like, Estrella, turn Rodus into like a mouse. So that.
Mouse?
Yes.
What?
What?
Huh?
So we both get there.
You hear
We
the
need to both
screech of
get
a
over there as fast as possible.
massive eagle. And then there's a roar. It shakes everything. You feel some of the sand kind of get displaced as people are screaming. You see them immolated, jumping over the edge into the water.
How high up is it flying?
Approximately like 50 or so feet over the water's edge. And
Okay, no more
500 feet
questions.
away from you.
I'm gonna do whatever Brissa says.
Okay. A mouse?
It
I
doesn't
will-
nothing's false, so that I can just carry him.
I will polymorph Rodus into a mouse.
All right, I have my harpoon and my net on me.
All right.
That's all I think.
You kind
And your
of
sword.
shrink down.
Anyway, yeah.
You grab the mouse as Yanni, you're going to cast your
Yep.
enlarge.
Enlarge. There it is.
All right, Scylla, who had been kind of sleeping outside of the dome, kind of wakes up.
I don't see Scylla to target, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
just cast it.
As she kind of grows to a larger size, she kind of looks at you. As you can kind of start to see the beginnings of what it will look like when your dragon actually grows to its full size. As she kind of like grabs you in a hug and takes off.
Go get him, girls, and row.
I'll just be like, get your asses over here.
On the way up. Alrighty,
Yeah.
as you guys are flying towards, just barreling towards the location over there, you see, actually, make me just a straight dex check with Scylla for a second.
The dex check.
Check. So essentially, this is going to be for loose initiative there. Whoops.
Should have had the Ultras go way further out.
Alrighty, you
Or maybe-
see
or
that
maybe
Scylla
not.
has a little bit of a heart, like, trying to figure out this bigger body. It's like, when a puppy with like with big old paws is like, and tries to fly through. But it seems to be that this chimera is making slow, lazy passes, seemingly very comfortable as javelins are being flung up. Some of them seem to stick. As you're getting closer, Brissa, you can now see the creature rise before you. A massive white-furred beast. 3 heads seemingly rising out of a solid body. There's weird clawed reptilian, webbed feet that it ends in. But at the top, you have a curved horned lion's head. You have a single curved backwards, what almost looks like a unicorn, and an eagle on one side. As you're like, what the fuck? I mean, it's beautiful, but also what the fuck? As the lion kind of turns over to look at you. What do you want to do first? So you guys can kind of like triple combo on this.
I want to, like, when we get close, I want to, like, pinch the mouse or like twist the head on the mouse or whatever, so
Oh
that
my God.
the mouse dies and Rodus appears, right?
That's amazing. I love that.
It is like, oh, I need Rodus, like, very good Rodus, I think.
Like a party popper.
Yeah, party popper for Rodus.
Alrighty. So you fly in close. You're going to focus on doing damage to the mouse so that Rodus can turn back into himself. What do you tell Thylea to do?
Just try and get as close as possible to the chimera.
Alrighty. As Thylea's going to try to navigate her way in there, go ahead and make me a strength check. You kind of keep up athletically with what seems to be significantly faster beast.
She has pretty good strength.
Can you fly today, Tyler?
Nope.
Oh.
I
Sure can't.
Did it not go
Sure
through?
can't. The strength check, I see it.
Good. There it is. It just took forever for it to appear on my screen.
Alrighty, as the dragon tries to move in close, the 2 of the heads seem to consider you. The central one, the unicorn, is still kind of focused on the people down below, but the eagle is kind of looking underneath, and the lion's head certainly is kind of completely focused on you. As she moves in, the thing, though its size is absolutely massive compared to even large Thylea, kind of takes up off into the air, and you guys are kind of circling back and forth. It's trying to essentially angle itself up above or around, but you're pretty certain it's going to be a hard time trying to position itself. With that, you could possibly, as you're snapping the mouse's neck, kind of do a little flink.
Jesus Christ.
I guess Brad's not so sure. Why not?
All right, go ahead and make me a strength check as you're trying to fling it at this cerulean chimera.
Worst things worst, he just falls in the water.
Rodus dies. He unpolymorphs, his neck is just broken.
Oh god.
As you're just I choose you, Rokachu! Kind of popping up. You realize that you had kind of done, oh fuck, and I'll just hit my fucking finger on the table. I didn't need that nail anyway.
D&D is a non-contact sport, David.
Not for me. Apparently, as you fling him, Rodus just flying straight down. Rodus, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oh, baby. 95.
Your choice. Do you want to be landing on the deck and take more damage, or in the water and take significantly less damage?
Could I rage before I hit the deck?
Sure.
Hell yeah, that's what I'll do.
Alrighty, it's just you find your neck pop back into place. It's as you land on the ground there. Would have been 29 is going to be reduced down to 14 points of bludgeoning damage. You're just you feel a couple of your ribs are definitely popped out of place as the thing kind of screeches. Now turns towards you guys, gets a little bit close, and you suddenly see as the lion kind of sucks in air. There's just this fear-inducing bellowing that washes over you guys. Now with that, let me see something here. Thylea and Brissa will need to make me wisdom saving throws. And this is a fear effect, if that matters. Ow.
Apparently tonight's
Oof.
not my night for rolling.
Jesus.
Bad night for me.
It hasn't really been a night for any of us.
I'm having
All
a
right.
great time.
And then go ahead and roll for Scylla too.
And then she has like
Oh.
+2 because she's right next to me. so.
Alrighty, as Scylla kind of like through that almost mental connection that you share with her, you can feel that she's getting excited. You can feel the blood getting warmer and hotter around her neck. As you, on the other hand, kind of like steer Scylla away, kind of trying to take her away from this. You are frightened of this roar, this creature that now barrels in. As Rhodus and Brissa, you two make me perception checks as part of this.
Oh, there we go.
Mm.
Rhodus, you're just like, Brissa! Kind of looking up at her, kind of staring away. As you turn the dragon around into the other direction, you suddenly come face to face with what appear to be two goat-headed, almost magically like star spawn-y weird creatures with large wings, much like the one smaller in size, however. As they kind of dart down towards you, they kind of nick you a couple of times. As what do the shore people do?
Can I get within 500 feet of the ship pretty easily?
If you have a dimension door, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm asking, is if I can get within 500 feet so I can dimension door onto the ship.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
we were
you
only
guys are
500 feet away, right?
That's what I'm going to do then. Unfortunately, I'm too small to take anyone with me because it has that stupid restriction. You guys should like water walk over there as fast as you can. I'm going to go help.
Who is still on the shore? Me, Estrella, and Kasaria?
What the fuck?
What?
It just rolls in case you end
I'm
up
a-
Go
inside.
into
I'ma
a
fix
wall.
that. I'm going to fix that.
In case you go into a wall.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna turn into a giant eagle. Use one of my
Yes.
wild shapes.
Great. I was
and-
going to suggest that.
Lyra.
Yep. Already there. I got my wings out to make it seem like I'm helping.
You like sadly kind of flop them open as like, take me.
It's like, have you ever seen those really sad pictures of like a bird that can't fly and its wings are just kind of like, that's me.
All right, Kasaria, what about you?
Could I do like an athletics and grab onto Lyra's feet?
Lyra,
Oh,
I
that's
think
true.
she
Can I
can
grab-
carry both of us.
Yeah, I can grab you in my talons.
And you can also turn into a bird.
you could.
Yeah,
turn
I
into
know,
her.
but I'm trying not to because
Yeah, don't waste it if you don't need to.
Yeah. But I'm pretty
I will
sure.
gently carry you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I got to double check on the carry weight for giant eagles eventually, but yeah, as you pick both of them up, lifting upward, the feathers of Lyris are just kind of flopping sadly behind you as you fly towards this thing. Alrighty, going back into that. So, Brissa, you're kind of like scared as you steering Scylla away. Scylla's like, you're trying to absolutely just dodge in and out of that as you see those weird smaller iterations. They certainly are goat-headed, but the horns look almost exactly like the ones upon the lion's head. Make me a survival check. Brissa. Wisdom, her best score, guys.
Do the rest of us see these things, or is this in her head?
As you are approaching, you do see these smaller two forms flying around as well.
Okay. Wasn't sure if this was the fear effect.
And with that, let me double check one other thing. What would you want to do without being able to get closer, Brissa?
I can't get closer to the Chimera. How far away am I from the Chimera?
You guys are approximately within 60 feet of each other, kind of rounding around the center point of the Ultros here.
So here's a question. She can't voluntarily move closer.
Right, but
Scylla
if it's force movement, I was thinking the same thing.
So I was wondering, like, if Scylla could move.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, essentially, Brissa would take the reins and steer her away.
But Silas carrying me, like, right? Because I can't ride
Let's
Silas.
let's let the dice decide on this one. Make me an athletics check for Brissa, and Sila is going to make a wisdom saving throw. Or we'll say, make a constitution check. Hey, see, the low rolls are finally coming in handy.
Mine, and then Constitution check for Silas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh no! Ah shit! I was even trying to like pick one of our better ones, but as Brissa, just like her steely little muscles are like no, taking Silas. You see them kind of swirling and kind of like vortexing in the thing, and Sila almost kind of like nabs a little bit at your shoulder. Brissa, as you're like no, trying to steer away from this creature. What would you want to do?
I'm just gonna go hit these things then. You know, with my spear. Try to hit these things and see what happens.
Alrighty, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
We'll see. This is gonna probably be horrible.
God, it's not happening tonight. As you try to close by, I mean, you would technically even have disadvantage because the thing is still within sightline for you. But yeah, you kind of try to strike it at as they kind of seem to dodge in and out of that. What does Sila do?
I mean, she's you know, she would just I guess be listening to me, but I attack with her other claw, I guess, as a drive-by attack,
Okay, go ahead.
or bite at it.
Oh
No,
my
yeah, that's
God, it's just bad. As you know, she's trying to like nip at you in order to get you to snap out of whatever weird thing is going on with you. She knows this is not supposed to be what you're like. So with that overall, yeah, you guys are just seeing that going back and forth. Sila and Brissa are just having a hard time up there. Brodus, you're on your back as you kind of look up at this whole thing. They're flying up above you. What do you want to do?
How far above me?
Like 50-ish feet. So from your perspective, probably about 40 feet higher. than you.
Harpoonable?
Huh?
Could I throw a harpoon at the chimera?
Let me check on ranges, but maybe.
It's like javelin. A javelin would be disadvantage at 120, I think, or like it's like 40, 120, I think.
30? 120?
Do I get another wisdom save at the end of that?
yeah, javelins are 30, 120.
So you can throw with disadvantage, and no extra wisdom saving throw.
Could I reckless to make it a flat roll?
I think that only applies to melee.
Look it up.
I'm looking at it. First attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Oh, it only gives advantage on melee weapon attack rolls.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually use my rage, so I'm going to use that now because I am indeed raging. Okay, so it would be with disadvantage, but I think it would be worth taking the attack to get a rope on the end of this thing. So, I am going to do that.
Go for it. And
What
King of
should
Games
I-
crew was right. He apparently cursed Brissa out of all people. God damn.
What should I...
Terrible timing, sir.
Yeah.
Respectfully, that's terrible timing.
What should I roll for that?
Just make me a strength check, actually.
Okay. We'll make a strength check.
And then you can add your proficiency bonus to it because you're proficient with all weapons. Well, except for
And-
martial.
If it's a strength check, you have advantage
Whatever
because you're
advantage.
rage.
Well, it's an attack roll. I'm just telling him it's a check because
Okay, so it would be like a 20 plus strength plus my proficiency.
correct.
Okay, so here's my 20.
Oh.
Oh,
King of Games crew strikes again. Alrighty, with that, as you're just like fly up.
You know what? A curse for a curse. May your marinara sauce never cling to your pasta, King of Games crew.
As the harpoon flies upward and just goes wide, you hear it sadly just kind of splosh into the sea, and then
Ooh.
start to
You have
sink
another of those?
into the ocean.
he can pull it back. It's got a rope.
Yeah, it has a rope. So
Alrighty. Then that's going to bring us to the Chimera's turns. As they kind of look at all of the stuff happening, suddenly there's like a dimension door that happens with Yanni. Some birds are starting to fly towards the ship. It kind of looks around, considers the damage it did, looks at you guys, flies over towards the two little ones. Kind of gives you a look one more time, Brissa. Kind of touches both of them with the clawed feet. You see suddenly a silvery light appearing along the unicorn horn, as suddenly it seems to glow. And as you look back, gone.
What?
As you guys kind of circle about, you ultimately arrive back at the ship as you see burning sails, damaged ship, and sailor bodies
Just
strewn
running
about.
around trying to put everything out.
Can I try to use my Hat of Wizardry, Tyler,
Yay!
to cast Control Flames and put out as much as it'll let me? I'll have to look up Control Flames.
Totally. As you, we'll say it's because this seems to now be out of a combat scenario. You guys, you kind of run over and you start putting out the fires, kind of putting them out as you go along, waving your hands to make the magic do the work for you. As Ophelia is kind of shouting commands, "No, get the water on there! Help him out!" Oh, by the five, what the? Oh. As you guys look around,
Oopsie.
at least 20 or so of the soldiers dead, burned, broken. You see the ship itself took some damage. The sail certainly took some. You guys have plenty of spare cloth and the like in order to repair the stuff. But you do see some of the sailors shoot you guys some dirty looks. Especially as Brissa kind of slowly, as the Chimera disappeared, the fear effect kind of seems to subside, and you're like, oh. Brodus, you sadly reel in your harpoon with the rope at the end of it. As you guys just like have the giant eagle land, dropping both of you guys off. Philia walks up.
Can I hastily immolate one of the dying crew members to give us all
Oh my gosh, no, we don't need it.
No, we don't need it.
As Ophelia kind of steps over and says, "Well, I don't think your plan went so good, I'll be honest."
Did we kill it? Is it dead?
Well, did you? What was that?
It just disappeared. So I don't, I think we need to go hunting right now. I think you need to take the ship out of here, and we'll come find you. But we need to go after it.
All right, we're getting
Come back here in a day and a half.
All right.
To this spot.
Are you sure you can do this?
We can do it.
Can I just survey the dead bodies and see which ones are soldiers and which ones are sailors? Like, what's the ratio of people we have to pay compared to people we don't have to pay?
Make
I thought you were going to try to take their armor or their weapons or something.
I mean,
That's
you
where
guys
I thought
promised
you were going
them
with
a flat amount of gold, regardless
Yeah,
of
it
how
would
many
be-
sailors
it would-
there are.
Right, but now if the other sailors are like, well, we can just mention the fact that they're going to get more gold than they were going to get. You said perception check? 9.
9! You kind of look over and you inspect them as best as you can. It looks like mostly soldiers perished. You kind of
Oh, damn it.
These rolls.
I mean, it makes sense. The soldiers would go up and then stay.
Right. The soldiers aren't cowards. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Lyra and Rhodas caught the curse of Yachty. Oh, man. All right. As you guys, look around, do you guys tell anything to the rest of the crew? Or do you leave that up to Ophelia?
Bristol will go over and be like, I will avenge them, I promise.
Soldiers kind of nod, like breaking a knee for you. The sailors are like, "In light of Thylea, my ass. I think they know what the fuck they're doing."
None of the sailors died, anyways. They can eat it.
Oh, some of them did, but yeah.
So for the one that's fucking shit, I'm gonna throw him overboard.
No, my God, no. We have to have sailors to get back.
Alrighty, as you guys are
I'm
carrying.
throwing him overboard. I'm not killing him. We can get him back.
I like bear hug Kasaria. I was just like, it's okay.
As you guys
He's already taken up her earrings and everything.
as you fly back towards the sandy beach where you guys had made up your camp, Yanni, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Well, that one didn't go as well as the
The
last
other one was so much better, though.
Yeah, but that was to use the hat.
I know.
You kind of think on it, and I mean,
10, by the way.
this
Stream.
was certainly some kind of a magical effect. How exactly it works, you're not sure. Though it now seems that not only are you guys contending with a chimera, but also two smaller creatures, goat-headed, body and fur that seems to kind of turn into some kind of a starry vista underneath, has a resemblance to the monstrosity that you guys are hunting. But what their relationship is, you're not 100% sure. The magical...
So, Estrella, are those things related to you? Because they kind of got all starry, too.
Yeah, does it look like what I can do when I go starry form?
It
Does
looked
it resemble that at all?
really similar.
We're gonna have to ask for more money.
I don't know what it means, though.
Just means we have to kill it. Bet it's babies or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Baby chimeras.
Little tiny chimera babies.
And they all disappeared at once.
The mama like swooped in, grabbed it, and then bamped out. Kind of like when Yanni does his like little poof thing. Very similar to that. But
I just did a big poof to get over here.
Yeah.
I took a giant poof.
Mhm.
All right.
Let's go hunting.
And with that, as you guys are hopefully preparing for the next leg of the Chimera hunt, we'll call it for this week. But before you guys jump off, a couple things. We're going to be drawing from all the followers, subs, cheers, etc., a winner to get some character art done for your RPG character from one of the resident artists. So if you haven't followed yet, please make sure to follow. I'm going to look for another stream to raid here in a second, but... have you guys, while I'm finding a good one, have you guys checked out Silky Noir is the new artist? Have you checked out some of her work? What do you guys think? And I mean, honest assessments.
Looks pretty good.
I like how
it's a good mix of realistic and that kind of not like an anime style, but kind of like the official
Like a
art
comic.
for CR Campaign 2 style.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like a good
100%.
good blend of those.
I
I like how varied all of our artists are. Like all of the ones we have, the difference between them. It's not like everyone does the same art style.
Yeah, I've been trying to, find and raise up some good ones. Honestly, like one of the things that I want to work on, this is down the line when the website is finally polished up a little bit. So find a way to make it a little bit more secure for artists to come in, you get a commission, there's the money already like deposited, and once it's done, it pays out to the artist, or if it doesn't ever get done, the people can have their money back. But something like that, like a marketplace for that, I think would be really, really awesome, because it's awesome to lift up artists. Anyways, could have gone on about that for hours. Yeah, you guys get your first taste of the Chimera. I'm excited for you guys to try to figure out shenanigans to actually deal with it or attract it. This thing.
Well,
is
now we gotta
certainly-
find it again.
Yeah, I definitely was curious how that was gonna go. If you guys were gonna be able to tie it down or something like that, absolutely fight on the Ultros, baby. But yeah, this thing is wily. But I'm excited for you guys to do the hunt. Everyone else, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As a reminder, we will soon be switching over to a Tuesday slot. For now, we're going to stick for the next 2 sessions on Thursdays, starting time at 8 p.m. Mountain. You guys are awesome. We'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.